Your screen.
Oh, you
So
mean
it's-
is it the air?
The white,
Yeah, because this is pushing that in here.
Yeah. Okay.
Is the audio recording on Logic? Cool.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna pick up the fan though, because I see it on the mic.
Yeah.
But other than that tower fan, I feel like I said the fans
But
are
you probably
closest to
can,
the mic.
But the tower fan, you can turn down to you can turn it down to where.
That don't seem like everything should just be low. Like I get that we trying to be extremely cool, but I feel like we just everything gotta be too low.
But like I said, usually when I'm sitting down, and after you sit down for a while, you're not doing too much. You'll be good. Let's get some folks up in this bitch.
I know at the studio I do the same shit at the shop.
Yeah.
Let me turn on monetization.
Slide around a little bit, speak a little louder.
That's the one thing
that
I
makes
need
sense.
you to add to your regimen.
Okay.
Hey, did y'all finally listen to the Clips album?
Yeah.
Of course I did. I mean, that was
Oh,
you. That was you. That
It
was.
was really juicy. That's what I was trying to. I wasn't trying to put him on the spot.
I've been selling dope all week.
No, I've been listening all weekend. It's just I didn't listen to it Friday.
I just wanted to make it known.
That was the only time I only didn't listen to it on Friday.
Yeah, no, I figured you. I know you said you was gonna listen to it that night, so I figured you did.
Yeah, I've been listening to it all weekend. Get some more people up in here.
Y'all got a favorite song?
Mine is the first track.
First track was great.
Man,
First track is
that
crazy.
shit. And I'm gonna say it as a person who literally lost both parents. He hits so hard.
Oh, I can only. It was hitting me, and I was sitting there like, I ended that the first listen. I was like, well, let me call my dad.
No, I'm
Let
telling
me
you,
call.
bro.
Let me call. I talked to my mom and so I know I can call her. Brother, Brown never just hit dad up, just like, hey, what you up to? Like,
Tell you, dog, that shit. I was listening to it riding the motorcycle, so it was like, you're in the music at that point because it's only fake. I'm just focused and listening. Yeah, they snap.
They
snap.
did.
I think,
Bro,
but
you know-
like I said, they're one of the best at putting together a complete album.
See, not even that. This is when I was listening to this album, I kept on saying, "This is what made me fall in love with hip hop."
Right.
Like this is like, and here's what I feel like. I feel like nowadays, with the way that music is, and like I feel like people are not falling in love with hip hop. They're falling in love with waves. They're falling in love with vibes, trends, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, but
TikTok,
yeah.
especially.
But I feel like if you were blessed enough to be able to be in that moment where you fell in love with hip hop, this album is that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's like the club bangers ain't like club bangers, but it's like, oh, I can hear this in the club. They spit in the lyricism, the technicality of the flows, like they are going crazy. It's like
It's the best of hip hop.
it's like
One thing-
yeah, it's like if you that golden era of hip hop that we all love. If you like, it seemed like they didn't miss a step by, but they still feel fresh in today's era.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
what I was
it's
telling
hard to put it in a box.
What I was telling somebody was like, in general, is like, I think, Pusha T had an immaculate run of his own. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of the generations or a lot of the people as of late know just Pusha T. Like, you got to really be back in the days to be like, nigga, the Clips was cold.
Clips
Like,
was
we
cold,
got
yeah.
blessed to get just Pusha, just like Outkast splitting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We still get blessed with one of the greatest of the group to still keep going. Same as Bun B, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But niggas don't realize, like,
before
we
we
can't.
continue though, let me start the podcast so that way we can talk.
Because I'm about to
about
get
all-
deep. I'm about to
That's
get
okay.
You know where I was going. You know where I was going.
That's why I didn't want Trip to bring it up during free because I had it on the docket.
Like, you know where I was going, because I've been selling dope. I've been selling dope all weekend.
Let's get
Let
started.
me just throw a topic out there.
I've been selling dope all weekend.
But you threw out a golden topic. These topics supposed to be throwaway topic. You threw out a golden.
You definitely took the topic that didn't need to be like. You could have just said if niggas watch. You could have actually asked if anybody listened to Justin Bieber, and I did too. That shit's a classic. You know what I'm saying?
You know what album was not? And it's so disappointed. No, because I know we ain't gonna talk about Jid EP. And
The EP was like, bro, what the fuck is
The
this?
EP, hey, Jid was rapping.
Yeah.
He had 2 trash features.
Yeah.
Absolutely trash features. Absolutely trash features, bro.
Eminem feature was trash.
Eminem feature was trash.
Yachty was unnecessary.
Yachty
Eminem was completely
So here's the
unnecessary.
thing about
Yachty, I was like,
No,
okay.
No, start.
No.
Yeah, let's start.
Okay.
Let's start.
Okay, hold on.
I know it was gonna lead
We
into
gonna
that.
talk about
Okay,
that.
hold on.
Alright.
Hold on. Let me get.
All right.
I can't even use this. I can't even use the Snapchat, like the Instagram video. Let me just record this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's gonna happen.
That's fair. That's
How we
fair.
do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even record a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'm ready now.
All right, on 3, 1, 2.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset podcast, only podcast that blend hip hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Bacardi Sensei in the building.
What is good, everybody? Happy Sunday to everyone.
Happy Sunday. We got Didge in the building.
What is happening, people? What is happening, people?
Yeah. We got Trip in the building.
What's going on, everybody?
And we got King out the shop.
The birds don't sing. They screech in pain.
Hey, my nickname is Fico Rhyme.
Fico
Rhyme. Fico
Bring
Rhyme is
Fico
serious, bro.
Rhyme, nigga.
Fico Rhyme is extra serious, bro.
So we leading with music then.
Okay,
Or,
so hold on.
Rhyme Fico, however you want to
I'm
call
gonna let
it.
everybody get it up. I realized something, and I feel like either I missed the wave or we all possibly missed the wave or something. But there's something about Yachty that I feel like true MCs and like artists these days love about him. I don't know what it is.
You don't fuck with Yachty?
No.
Damn.
Nah, not
that
at
was
all.
strong.
No.
That was strong.
But like,
Calm down.
Yachty appear up with a lot of elites and they rock with him tough and they put him on things that I'm like, why is Yachty here? So I don't know.
You know why? Because Yachty is Memphis Bleak. Yachty don't overshadow you, and Yachty won't necessarily ruin you.
That's disrespect to Bleak, bro.
Memphis Bleak
Because
not-
Bleak had
Hear me
talent.
Hear me out.
Bleak not ruining his songs,
Bleak
man.
had great. No, Bleak was talented.
Yeah.
But when he got on certain tracks with certain people, he kind of held the song. He can hold whoever.
When his verse
But
comes,
I don't be-
you're not
but
gonna skip Bleak.
But
I
I skip
I
Yachty.
need to skip
But
you,
Yachty
but I
ain't
probably
doing
won't
that.
remember you.
But see, I remember Bleak. Bleak was my outside of Hov. Bleak was my favorite Rockefeller member outside of Hov.
And
Really?
that's
That's interesting.
That's kind of the
Out of
allure he
everybody
gets-
in
That's interesting.
Yeah.
which is
You
crazy.
go.
I was a huge Bleak fan. Like you
I
could
mean,
have
I fuck with
Bergie. Bergie was
I fuck
always
with Bleak.
Bergie always fuck with
So
Single. I always fuck with Bleak.
You wouldn't put Freeway over?
Personally-
Or you consider them?
Personally, I had Bleak over. If I'm talking lyricism, I'm not putting Bleak lyricism over Freeway, Young Chris, or Siegel. But personally,
Presence. It's more presence. Like him.
presence. His story. Bleak. I always ride with Bleak ever since coming of age.
Interesting.
But I feel like Jay-Z,
Well, he said
no
outside
matter you
Jay-Z.
have
He
Freeway,
said
they don't
outside-
say presence. Because if you Freeway and everybody, into my idea, had their own kind of pocket within Rockefeller.
Mhm.
But Jay-Z, you knew Meek was Jay-Z's
Bleak.
nigga. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I
Bleak.
mean,
I ain't gonna hold you.
yeah,
You didn't even need to add the outside of Jay-Z. I knew for a fact you
Yeah.
meant outside of Jay-Z. If you would even say, if you would just like, yeah, Bleak is my favorite.
We on a podcast.
We
We
knew
on
you
a
meant
podcast
outside
and we
of
clip
Jay-Z.
it. And we on a podcast and we click that clip.
Content.
Everybody,
We make
people
content.
gonna be like, niggas go wrong with that.
we gotta correct the content before it get incorrect.
The
You know what I'm saying?
reason why I can say Yachty is in that category is of the younger generation.
That's
Yeah,
fair. Okay.
that's why I say I feel like I missed
the
something or
first
anything because they
one-
rock with him.
The first one is Young Thug.
Hey, yo.
Young Thug is that. Think about it. Mainstream love him. I mean, older guys love him. Older guys in hip hop love. Hey, yeah, let me get a Young Thug verse because the young dudes fuck with it.
No, like Yachty.
I feel you.
I mean,
I feel
early
you.
Young
That's why he
Thug-
above Yachty.
In the-
That's crazy.
in the beginning,
And people,
but-
look, the kids don't care about
I know.
words.
So you wanna know
they
what-
want vibe.
That's fair.
And Yachty brings vibe.
That's
So
fair.
here's and this is why I say I must be late to it. So the way I equate Yachty to is like when Soulja Boy came out. That's how I look at it because I didn't respect Soulja Boy's lyrics, music. I did not rock with Soulja Boy.
You didn't fuck with my swag.
No, I did not. I did not.
You did not put a fit on to be in the club like
No.
this is my
Oh,
swag.
no, I didn't either.
I only fuck with 2 songs from Soulja Boy at the time when it was Donk because of how the women react to it, and then Soulja Boy and Superman only because it was just like it was a joke song to me.
You didn't you?
Nah, I did, but as a joke, I didn't take it serious.
Wait a minute. Y'all
Cause you
not
can't
doing-
invest.
no,
Like
no.
I didn't you a nigga.
In
Like
my era, in the time that I feel like I went and grew up with Soulja Boy, we didn't Yule either.
that's what I'm saying.
Right, no, that's it. That's why I said I did it.
That's what I'm saying. You can't tell me you ain't fucking with Soulja Boy.
This is where I'm
You can't tell me you fucking with you ain't fucking with it, but you Yuling.
No,
though.
but
You know what I'm
I said I did it as a joke. Here's the thing. I looked at it like like Humpty Hump. Like it was like, oh yeah, you like I wasn't doing it serious. Niggas was doing it and cracking up like, oh,
do you think Soulja Boy did it seriously?
Yes, niggas fuck with Soulja Boy tough, bro.
I think this is where the errors come in.
I'm gonna say because Dish could probably relate because we're in the same age bracket, but I was out here yuling like
bro, niggas was serious with
You
it.
was
Hey yo,
That's a wild statement.
But I mean, so I mean, even when we talk about music, and that's why I said I think that people just don't really understand the pockets of generations and where people like. Because like I said, when we even at our age and we be like Jay-Z, not like that pocket of individuals of artists, like there is the same hierarchy of hierarchy of that within like the Young Thug, like Lil Yachty, all that for another generation. You know what I'm saying? Like when people say Soulja Boy created what we got with Yachty and all this, like that is that. Like he started a trend that created.
Oh no, sorry, I'm not again. That's why I said I give him his flowers for a lot of the shit that they be like Soulja Boy did it first. I'm like, hey, low key he did a lot of that shit first. But
ringtone though was Akon.
Yeah. But musically, I did not fuck with Soulja Boy.
I fucked with
I mean, I
Soulja
get
Boy
that.
because he was
I mean, I get
so
that.
that's how I look at Yachty. I don't fuck with Yachty.
I fuck with Soulja Boy because he was innovative. Like the first time I heard Soulja Boy was on fucking Paxed.
Right, yeah.
Random ass pages, and you hear random ass Soulja Boy songs. Like he was on every girl's page. You don't know who he is, but he got a song on every.
I mean,
page.
like I said, he's the first one that even if he didn't know or somebody came to him, because like I said, we don't be in the industry. So someone can always come to an artist like, bro, we got an idea of like this kind of music that you can do. That's we trending it, like creating this space.
But crazy enough, going back on it, there's definitely other songs that I'm like, okay, in the right setting, in the club or whatever, like that I fucked with that from Soulja Boy. It's just in that time, I was not fucking with Soulja Boy.
I don't like any of his music. It is very much situational. It was
but
Yachty didn't have a Soulja Boy album.
I have zero songs from Yachty or zero moments. Every time Yachty is kind of like Birdman to me. Matter of fact, that's a better.
That's
Yachty's
disrespectful.
Birdman.
That's disrespectful.
No, it's
Birdman.
not.
But I fuck with Birdman.
I don't.
What song?
How you don't fuck with Birdman?
Fuck up every song he on.
Except Still Fly. I'll give you that.
Nigga, Big Timers and like, bro, you tell me Big Timers album ass?
No, outside of Manny Fresh and the Beats, Birdman was ass on every song. I will die on that hill. Birdman verse on every song is trash.
We got two people talking at once.
Birdman verse on Love Is So Soft is actually pretty memorable.
On which one?
No, it was not. We go
Love Is So Soft.
That's the song that made me think I'm done.
We could ignore
That's the song. As soon as you came in, ball till he fall. I said, nigga,
I didn't know the statement I was bringing
Birdman on every track. I will die on that hill. I've not heard him. I hate him on that too. I hate Birdman on every song he's on.
Bro, how you hate Birdman, bro?
No.
What happened to that boy?
Matter of fact, the only Birdman, you know what? The things that people don't like about Birdman, I actually like. I rap, let Birdman talk. I don't want to hear you rap. I don't want to hear a verse. Just talk at the end.
No,
just talk at the end.
Is subpar.
Yeah,
that let me know the song is over.
He's not a rapper. He say that. Like I'm not a rapper.
But I don't want it in the verse form.
He just been game.
I don't want it in the verse form. I don't want it in the verse form. So that's how I look at Yachty.
Yachty's correct. That's a terrible comparison.
Yachty song that I was like, I don't fuck with Yachty.
That's a terrible comparison.
I feel like Yachty got more verses though.
Not to bro. Every song.
The Birdman.
Bro, Chief Keef had a song.
Like just in the sense of he been rapping so long that he got like Birdman to me, bro. Had like I'm with you. He has nothing memorable besides he be on good songs with good artists. But
that's how I feel about Yachty.
At least a couple songs.
You got to introduce me. You got to introduce me because like I said, Lyrical Lemonade put out a song that was fire. It was Chief Keef, and I was like, bro, I ain't heard Chief Keef in a while. Going crazy. They did the whole videos, and like they got like a color series and everything. Soon as Yachty came on, I said, "What the fuck, bro? Like that shit." He fucked up every song.
This all stemmed from me saying I just listened to Jid EP.
Yeah.
So first track fire. It's just him by himself. Second track come in. Second track come in. I think Yachty was the first verse. I don't know what the fuck is this.
Yeah. So as I said,
like that's what I said. Like I do have a certain y'all have low respect for Yachty. I have a certain respect for him. Whereas like I said because I really just wanted to hear Jid. Yeah. So like I said, so hearing Yachty, I was like, I didn't need that. But I didn't need neither one of them though. Like this is a prelude to your album. Just give me your bars.
No, we didn't even get to the third track with Eminem.
I must say, I get the Eminem feature. I get the thought behind it.
Right?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Jid.
I mean, you can tell he's a big fan of Eminem. Like that's really just a fan base. That was a fan song. You know,
lyrically, Jid, he's up there, right? And if you want somebody that's actually rapping, when you look at the actual definition of rapping and making words rhyme and being poetic with how you stretch words out and Eminem, there's nobody better than Eminem.
I just wish somebody would make Eminem go back to. I want Slim Shady Eminem again.
He ain't gonna ever do that again.
Like I really want somebody to bring him back to that.
Again,
He ain't got this niggas, but I like that bar for bar. They him just like twist the rap. He's like, bro, I don't want to do that.
That's why he's so ass.
What I realized is I don't like Eminem when he try to rap fast.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. I hate it, bro.
But I think he just like I gotta say shit to fill up the words.
I think we forget, right? He's done so much. This all he got.
Left.
This is all you got left.
You could just retire.
No, you can't.
So technically he is. He ain't putting out more albums.
Because that's the thing.
He's just doing verses.
What he like doing.
Yeah, he's doing it.
He wasn't
Didn't he just come out with an
a
album?
popular nigga trying to be a
Like
rapper.
Yeah.
He's always been a rapper.
He's always been a rapper.
Got popular.
Yeah.
Right.
So even if he's gonna be like all other old New York artists that's still performing, that's still
I just feel like Dre
or whatever.
This
Big Daddy Kane
last year.
Big Daddy Kane still rapping, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna be Eminem.
But I just feel like Dre ain't been so attached to this nigga in so long. There's like I said, Dre's attachment to Eminem gave him such a profound placement in hip hop.
That's not flow to him no more.
That's what I'm saying.
That
The fast rap feels like a challenge of just like, oh, this is what we doing.
Ever since he did Rap God, that's been it,
and I hate it. Like
he's proven that he can rap faster.
As an Eminem fan, that like when niggas be like, bro, who play Eminem still? I still will listen to old Eminem songs. Yeah, ever since Rap God, bro, I've been off that nigga.
That was Marshall Mathers LP 2. That was the last one.
You said what?
I give every Eminem verse a span, just like I do with.
I mean, I get, but when he get to rapping fast, I be like, I'm a headphone dude, like dog, like. I can't, dog.
But I mean, like I said, this also stems and goes to like the album that did it right though. Is motherfucking Clips album. Like we was talking about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because and it's crazy because it's like the level that they took it to. I hope that this also inspires some of the people that we know that can still take it there, right? Like that Outkast album been looming around. Mm-hmm. I feel like with this Clips album, they show that you don't have to reinvent yourself in today's era of music to still put out a classic body of work. You can take your time, you can work, and you can put it out like this, right? And make a dope ass album. So I hope it inspires all those albums that we've been waiting on. Like, Outkast, get in the mood. Before we start the podcast, I'm hoping that people who are in love with hip hop see this album was like, you know what?
We can do this.
We overthinking this shit.
Like, that's what I said before we start, because I definitely wanted to get off my shit before when we started the podcast. Like I was saying, like, when I was talking to somebody else about it, like, what I was saying is, like, when it comes to the Clips, and I think what people should really look at that in the music world is, like I said, like, if you are our age, if you are in the 30s, 40s, we know Clips. But a lot of generation know Pusha T.
Yeah.
And Pusha T ate, he had his features, he did everything, but it's the same. When we lost, even after the Clips was probably one of the last groups to really separate. That was like Outkast, UGK.
Before or after Outkast?
Like I was saying, with the Outkast, it's like Clips, UGK, Outkast.
After, I think.
Yeah, but it's after. Well, that's what I'm saying. So it's like when you think about that, and their split wasn't like they had beef. It was just. You saying? But we lost. But what's crazy? I feel like we also accepted that. Yeah. Like we accepted the Clips split. Like we was like, Malice gonna do what he's doing.
Going to church.
That's what I'm saying.
You really can't.
No, they did it to Mace.
No, not at first.
Mace can flip on it. He can flip on it. Mace is going about
different because
he had 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yeah, he was Murder Mace in church. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all might know me as Murder Mace. You know what I'm saying?
Even outside of that, we was okay with the first comeback. When it was the welcome back, it was like happy. But then he immediately signed to GU. The nigga was like, wait a minute.
What's good, Navin? Welcome back was my shit.
Welcome back was cold.
That's what I'm saying. We was good with that. We was good with that bass.
I ain't gonna hold it. It was like 3 tracks. It was like 3 tracks on the album that was fire. But
again, that bass was okay. He wasn't talking gangster shit. But all of a sudden it was, nigga, you know.
Yeah, G-Unit turned that nigga all the way back out. I was like, bro, what the fuck is this?
That was too much.
But no, what I'm saying, like, even, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you get the Clips, like, now that we got this album, and even like I said, to me, everybody says it too. I think this is the most immaculate work you've ever seen as a press run, as interviews. Because everybody wants to talk to Malice too.
Having the tiny desk on.
That's what I'm saying. Like everybody wants, because even in the biggest thing, everybody wants to talk to Malice. Like bro, like you've been gone, so it's like that press run for the Clips, and it's like, bro, we back as the Clips, and the demeanor, the character, like their character as a group, it's what we knew them when we first met them. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I feel like that's like the formula. Like the thing about it is, like when they drop now, the reason why it's such like welcomed is because it ain't fresh new music. It's just what a group sounds like. Like what an actual.
So here's the thing: it's not even just what a group sounds like. The innovation, bro. When I heard the DJ Clue, I said, nigga, these like, niggas.
But my thing was,
bro, they brought back the feeling that everybody be saying that we missing from hip hop.
Yeah,
they brought that shit.
Like I said,
back.
when I like, and that's what I'm in on that because like that's what it was for me. It was like I've been listening to Pusha T for years now. But when I heard, even when they did the singles, the drop, I was like, just hearing Malice against, like, bro, that's what the fuck I was missing. Like, I love Pusha, but bro, Malice is back.
Even that, bro.
Like,
throughout the whole album, I just kept on thinking about all the people that used to rap during the DJ Clue, ever, and that, because, like, bro, there was a couple of songs that I was like, bro, if this was back in that day, Premium Fabulous would have been on this song easily. They killed that shit, right? And I was like, bro, Cassidy would have went crazy, and I was like, if we can get those rappers back, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Fab ain't drop nothing in a minute. But if Fab came out and it was like, you know what, let me get back to like Fabulous and really rap, like not trying to, because like Fab is unique because he can be in any era. But like we haven't had that type of Fab that we heard like what we hear on this Clips album.
Like I feel
like, oh my god.
Like I feel like even in the sense like, because the only group that I really still say that's very still consistent, but I feel like, and I don't even mean this in the worst way. But I mean, as somebody who grew up really like on them heavy was like Locks. Like Locks still like their newer albums just still it don't hit like when they was really
I know
they did like I think they dropped the album like a year ago or 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago.
I heard nothing of that.
But it's like, I think they dropped the album after they did the whatchamacallit, the verse, or that was part of their press run. That they were doing something.
That makes sense. So that would have been 2021 was the verse.
So it's like, as I'm saying, like I think it's like, so it's like for me, it's like I think the way the Clips moved, when you think about hip hop in general, to be really out of sight, out of mind, like to just be whatever, and like we're gonna pop up and do this press round, whatever, and it's like Clips made it the biggest thing that ever happened to hip hop in decades, bro. Like Clips coming back out is one of the giant, like the biggest things to happen because it came out of nowhere and it only happened because one nigga was like, you know what, my daddy said I should get back into this.
It did.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that rollout went out for like a year.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that. Like they've been the Clips album coming. In.
They ain't know nobody. They ain't doing features. None. We ain't out here
taking pictures and pairs at the fashion show. But the Clips album coming soon. Clips album coming soon for a year, and then all of a sudden, okay, here's the singles. Bam! Here's another single.
Right.
Bam, here's a video. It's like, oh my god.
And then the video, like I said, the rollout, bro. The videos, all that shit.
And for me, was really crazy about the Clips album for 15 years. We got Push. We got Pusha T, just nothing but Push, right? And he's like putting out albums, putting together hits. How many songs on this album right now?
Let me see.
I thought it was like 13, 14.
I thought it was 13.
13 songs. Probably 80% of that he's getting out rapped by Malice.
Yeah, he's had it.
Man. Like legit.
Yeah. But I mean,
Malice
that's like, bro, and I hate to say it because I mean, he is the older brother. He is the older brother. So
y'all forget, Malice dropped records while he was no Malice.
He did.
Yeah, he was no Malice.
He was dropping Christian records.
And this is the thing too. He was doing it full for the church. And that's just like how people recognize Wayne back when he was younger, like, oh, he did all this with no cussing. Bro, for you to be who you were for years, and then to say, you know what, I'm gonna just clean it up and stand on it for years.
Yeah, he stood on it for years.
Crazy.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's a great because they both had a great career. Like whether Malice, you know, whether Malice was separated, like I'm gonna just do some Christian rap for a while and still do stuff with other people and do whatever, and Pusha still being Pusha. It was just, it's like I said, there is nothing I can picture in my mind that can be bigger than a Clips reunion album like this.
And you know what I love about, like, it's funny because Clips, they got a sound, and it's not necessarily a sound, but it's that minimalistic sound. It's the beat is minimalistic.
They just going,
but they
some of these it's not minimalistic.
No. So when I say minimalistic, I'm talking about it's not layered. It's like it's fair.
Their voices are
they're
really part of the song,
and bro. shout out to Mickey Fax, bro, because Mickey Fax do his series
When he broke down,
where
yeah,
he break down lyrics and everything like that, and break down.
I didn't know people didn't realize that kind of stuff.
He breaks down the technicality of rhyme scheme, whether you know what. And so all what I'm listening to, I'm like, bro, like these are some of the things that I tune in that Mickey be talking about, right? It's just the way that they're flipping words. They're flipping the middle part of a sentence instead of the end bar of the bar. They're flipping the first letter. It's like it's crazy.
I mean, but it's I feel
how
like
they went in,
and it's crazy. Yeah, to work like it's like I mean, like I said, someone who like I said, even for us, like being in it for so long or being part of just hip hop in general. Like I said, doing music back in the days is like I didn't realize till I saw the Mickey factor. Like, bro, people don't understand this rhyme scheme. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's my favorite song. Like, bro, they actually super 8 on FICO. Like
I think that's just though a lot of thing about music in general now. People don't be like that's why, and it's not even
it's the art.
What music like? Oh, today's music is so simple and blah blah blah. People don't take the time to think about that. So even if an artist is doing that nowadays,
which like a
Jid,
you know, there's a lot of people. There's like Earth Gang, like a Jid. Like I said, the reason why Joey Badass is Joey Badass because he's one of them people. Audio Push is another one. You got people like there's a lot of artists out today that have that, but they don't get the mainstream because again we lost we losing the art.
But even when they do get the mainstream, all the general consumer is caring about is that shit sound like a vibe. So even they over here giving you all this cold artistic shit, and all you like, hey, it's a vibe. That's all I care about.
That's why I hate when niggas like Tyler the Creator and all that kind of shit.
Like, what we forgetting is clips are the originators.
Yeah.
So the reality is, all of these, everybody you name, most of them probably what 20s.
Oh yeah. Oh, but
y'all was little kids, bro, listening to Grinding.
Oh yeah,
as a summer hit. So my opinion. I look at it as we're getting a chance to see original rap.
Yeah, and that's
an original form of rap. Because remember, Cats was not rapping. They was rapping drug rap, but their cadence, their melody was not like how we heard from the Clips. So when Cats heard that, they like, wait, this DMV, this, you know what I'm saying? This is a different type of East Coast music, and I'm sure other cats have developed from that first album.
You want to know how I knew it was different when I saw how people was reacting to Yellow Diamonds Look Like PB, right? And people like I was like, y'all don't even see what he about to do. As soon as I heard that, I said, because you know we come from that era.
Weak feet. I said, boy, you going
you came from that era of Wu-Tang and everything where they say the most outlandish, crazy thing, but then they go into a crazy rhyme scheme that you like, yo.
The only person that still does it now, like I said, that feel like we all now, like, bro, chill out. It's Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne lived in that pocket.
Oh yeah, he did.
Of rhyming that space. Whereas now he's like,
I would say he's from that era. He made
so like
the tail end of that era.
Who are like, bro,
he's from that era. So you know what I'm saying. But again,
that's why the old heads who are like now, like Lil Wayne, like, bro, we done with you, bro. Now, like you just doing this to be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what the Carter 6 is. Living in that pocket just over beats that he probably shouldn't live in that pocket with.
So he should have did like Clips. So this is where I feel like these legacy artists that we have. Just like tap into what you tap into your sound with the Clips linking back up with the Neptunes. That's just for real.
Yeah,
I mean, well, for real.
They said it's not Neptunes. We on Saturday.
Tapping back in with Pharrell, it's like you know what I'm saying. It's like okay, we are fitting into that mode, right? It's like okay, we're gonna get right back into what that is that you know what I'm saying, and then show you just a newer, improved version of that of ourselves, right? We're not doing that. It's just a newer.
If the Carter 6 would have been like he had in his mind, like, you know what, I need to get the same energy I got from the Carter 1.
And that's what
it is. You know what I'm saying? And went back in that box.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that already. But my issue with Wayne is, and it's not really an issue because you know I adore Wayne. That's he's top 5 for me. My issue is he makes his music for his live performances. You know what I mean? He does his live performance as a one-man band. So he has the one person playing the drums, and that same person is doing the guitar, or he's doing the guitar. So all of his studio music reflects that. And it's like, that's cool and all, but it don't hit the same when you're in the car.
Fair. You know what? I believe I agree with that. My issue with Wayne is that he's so nonchalant with his music.
He is now.
And I feel like if he was more intentional, like, bro, you have everything to do to make the greatest of yourself, but he just don't.
He's clearly making too much money off Nicki Minaj.
He's just so not aligned with it.
Like he's clearly making too much money off
like you are Wayne. You have the cachet like Hov, like Nas, like Eminem, like these people. The reason like when Nas linked up with Hit Boy, and it was like it was Nas indirectly saying, "Okay, I heard y'all. All right, fuck it. Y'all say my beat's trash. Now I'm about to hook up with Hit Boy, and I'm about to hit y'all over the head." And he went crazy, right? Went crazy. Wayne has that same capability. Like Wayne, we know. Listen, we know that you can rap about eating pussy so many ways, but Wayne, it's you. You can do so much more if you just take
like
the time to do it.
Like a million, all them shit felt like they were actual intentional. Whereas like now it's like I'm just throwing shit out. Like you ain't got. There's no single in this album.
This Clips album felt very intentional, and it was like and I love the fact too, even because like even listen to their interviews, right? You hear Pusha and Malice talk, right? And so Malice like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they was asking like, okay, with the Mace situation, like, and he was like, I actually understand Mace. He said, because he said, just because you walk one life, he said, I'm not a preacher. I didn't go preach. Like, stop putting that on me. But he was like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, just because you find yourself don't mean that you can't stop talking about what you know. He was like, I glorified that stuff back in the day, and I realized because of what was happening around me, I needed to find my peace, right? I needed to find, you know what I'm saying? He's like, but, you know what I'm saying? He's like, when I had a conversation with my dad, and I was talking about, how he feel about my music, about me rapping again, he told me he goes to that story. And so he's talking about it, and then Malice is like, and then Push is like, yeah, man, I was just, this is the most fun I'm having. He's like, I got my brother back, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you seeing the intentionality of what they went with this album.
And they gonna go hard, because if that's really what it is, if your brother come back like, bro, let's do the Clips album.
That wasn't necessary at all.
That wasn't
good.
I already giving it y'all. I know that. It's like we need that as a button that you can hit over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, I feel like I said, because it is that when you get that energy of just like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, what we're getting is the fun they had as the Clips. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like Pusha did a run of his own and went through all the turmoil, whatever he had to go through, be like, bro, I have literally like to wake up to be Pusha T and to wake up one day and be like, bro, I didn't, like he said, like I'm cool on everybody, I understand the industry, whatever. But then your brother call you like, bro, let's get the Clips album together. Like, you don't even know, like he probably been egging on his brother for years. Yeah, but you get the final yes.
Watch the Breakfast Club interview, bro. You're gonna love it. Yeah. Because he was saying they asked Malice about it. And it was like, you know what I'm saying? He was like, they asked him specifically, what was the time when you said we back at it, right? He said, Malice said, it was just a little bit. He was like, my brother knew me so well that he knew that, like, all right, he can ask me certain things. And Pusha said, like, yeah, I wouldn't ask him everything. He was like, but what I would do is, he said Pusha would come to him like, hey, all right, so somebody offering us this type of bag. I already told them no, but I wanted to bring it for you just in case. Everybody was like, he ain't tell him no. And Pusha was like, no, I didn't tell him no. I'm telling him I told him no, but I was really just waiting out. But he was like, Pusha would bring him stuff like, hey, you know what I'm saying?
They want us back. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right. And so he was like, it was moments like that he was like, all right, I pick and choose the ones that I would do. I would go back and everything, and then. You know what I'm saying? And then it just kind of.
So I mean, it should fill your heart with joy. Your brother, like, bro, let's do this shit now. Then, like, and I mean, I feel like that's what I'm saying. I feel like even Pusha, like, I love that Pusha like feels like, bro, I'm 0-2, like, but I got my brother. Like, I don't give a fuck,
bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck.
Bro, the line that Pusha said, he was like, because Pusha also was talking about the line that he was like. And that's what I love, because like that's how me and Streets go at it. It's like damn, I wish I said that. Because Pusha said that when he said that, I listened to the niggas that that line. Pusha was like, I wish I made that line.
Right.
Like,
I mean, what I'm saying? Like, but you also understand, like I said, it's like, I think I said even that space to Pusha T is like, you don't really understand, like you said, like Pusha T said, I learned all of this from my brother.
Yeah.
So you have to hear the clips together to understand that Pusha actually is the lower level. Right. Like Malice is actually the great.
Which is crazy because Pusha is the elite level.
Yeah, he's elite.
Also, the beats though, we talked about the rap. Yeah. We ain't talked about the beat. Niggas have been talking about how Pharrell have fell off for years.
They've been trying to say that. And I'm like,
Pharrell ain't Pharrell no more. Pharrell, that if the Neptunes wasn't all Pharrell, you could tell now. Nigga, he had a lot to say.
So, you know why I knew that? I knew Pharrell was going to do this? Because if you watch Pharrell's career, there's certain artists that you like, that he's like you know, he got that. It's Clips, it's Hov, who else for Snoop, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's Noriega, crazy.
I mean, his whole movie was literally like who is important to him.
Yeah. I feel like people, even before that, I don't know how many people actually watched the movie to understand that.
Yeah.
but they have been like.
Oh yeah, people have been shitting on him.
Crazy.
People have been trying to shit on Pharrell.
It's crazy how like if you were to listen to a lot of people, Pharrell bottom's here now. Like, and it's like, bro, are we talking about the same Pharrell?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean,
the way I see it though, because a lot of people don't really understand music.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's
and,
fair.
Pharrell makes a production. He produces for people that understands music and understand that it's not just the beat, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's how
It's
you
the vibe,
enunciate
energy,
words,
yeah.
how you put together your voice, how you fall in the pockets. And if you as an artist don't understand that when Pharrell's making you a beat, the song's not gonna sound right.
Yeah. You know
what I mean?
what Fade to Black and dang, what was the studio that all of them was at? That Jay-Z, Just Blaze, Rockefeller. What was that? Was it Baseline? And Baseline. Hearing the stories about watching Fade to Black and hearing the stories about Baseline made me understand certain producers on because like nowadays, and there's a very few pocket of them nowadays that operate like this. But when you watch Fade to Black and you listen to those stories from Baseline, you understand that producers, they will have beat CDs, but they will have folders for specific artists. Just Blaze, Heat Makers, like all them niggas that used to rap, they had the whole folder. They had a Dipset folder. They had a folder for Beanie Siegel, right? So it's like to think that Pharrell don't got folders for the clips. Like, listen here,
I'm just waiting on y'all.
I know Malice is done.
Like I still make beats, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta think when they make beats, they are automatically saying certain producers have that cachet where they're like, oh, this is gonna be a hoe. I'm gonna hold this for Jay-Z, so when he gets back and he does this, I'm gonna hold this beat for clips because when they get back,
and like I said, because even in my in spaces when I was doing beats or whatever, it's like you don't know the inspiration to the beat till you like in the middle of it, like, ooh, you know what? I could actually do this, and now this is a Jay-Z beat, or this is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
go ahead.
I'm saying like so it's like as like I said, even when I was doing beats, like I said, even when I was doing music, it's like same thing. I had beats for anybody. I was actually like, if I made a beat for you once, then now my inspiration is like, if I'm making beats, it might be like, ooh, this might, like, he might want this later. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me like put this like in a pocket. I can send him later on or whatever. But because it's like now I've adjusted to a sound because I made something for somebody. Yeah. So it's like when you talk about Pharrell and even with the movie and like everybody he's made beats for and success of the beats he's really worked with, you could not think this nigga would not constantly still have moments where he's like, I'm trying to still stay in that rhythm, because that's really what kept him where he's at too. So it's like, of course you gonna still make beats. Like for niggas, you might like if you ever, I wouldn't put it past, he's still sitting niggas beats. Like you might not even touch it. You know what I'm saying? But I know I thought about you. Know what I'm saying? I thought about you.
Come on, you gotta think these are people. These are friends in the industry who came up with each other, right? Right. So that's like, you know what I'm saying? If let's say King stopped doing movie reviews and shit, right? But we know King's still watching the movies. I might be like behind the scenes, like, hey, okay, you know what I'm saying? This person might want us to do a review. I know you ain't doing them right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you know, Pharrell probably got them beats was like send it to the mouth. Like, hey, I know you ain't doing cool stuff, but hey, listen to this real quick.
I just want to know your words. I just want to know your words. I just want to know your words.
Like if you was the rap, what would you say right
here? I just want to know your vibe on it. Do it feel
with a guy like Pharrell, you know he's at home doing this for fun.
Yeah.
How they got Timberland on the stream. And he just like, bro, what else he doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I also think people forget, when you're removed from doing mainstream music and doing movie scores or helping other people in that realm,
you ain't got nothing to do.
Like, you just got other shit to do at the time, but you still working. And bro, it's producers, it's cats I've known, bro, for like over 15 years, right? They know I don't even rap full time at all. They still send me beats because they like, I just want you to hear it.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying.
So just listen to it. Tell me what you think.
Like, I got niggas who just got back, like, get into doing beats. Who like, bro, I know you used to do beats.
We just, oh boy, at the
time, I'm saying, like,
bro, the two things people see when they first thing they say to me when they see me. Hey man, I see y'all niggas doing y'all thing with the podcast. Hey, you still doing music? Niggas still hit me, bro.
Yeah,
niggas hit me all the time. Niggas hit me, and then when it comes to music, niggas hit. They like, you working on your next project, and also when's the next Streets of Young Deuces album? Because I want to be up on that bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like niggas. So it's like, you know, when you are in amongst peers or just in the industry of whatever you are in, there's going to be people who know, and and if you're good at what you do, there's going to be people that's always trying to bring you back. Like,
hey, but I feel like, and even if Pharrell has a Because I feel like, with Pharrell, with these certain pocket of people, when you think about that group, when you think about just that circle, think about Pharrell's circle. I think the only person that's really the most prominent still in like social media and general like that would probably be like Snoop Dogg. But even Pharrell himself, like he do what he needs to do. Like if you got a fashion week, you're gonna see him there. But he ain't on Instagram like I'm gonna do a live making beats or go a tour of my house or whatever. Like he chill, he low. Same as Pusha T, same as Split. Like so, it's like the way this project was able to come out is because that's how they move. Yeah. And they've always moved as a group. I wouldn't be surprised to get a Jay-Z announcement because Pharrell be like, oh, y'all think I will follow Jay-Z? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
my hot take about this album. All right, so the two things that we know that they did. So they said they sent Kendrick 2 songs. They said that verse came back real fast. So that's the only reason why he wasn't on 2 songs. They said Jay-Z had the whole album. And Jay-Z was originally supposed to be on 2 songs. However,
it's a deluxe edition coming out.
Something happened and he didn't get it. I said, we definitely get it.
Deluxe edition.
We get a deluxe edition. Yeah. And that might be the only thing added to the deluxe edition is the whole verse. And I said, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
That's a Pusha T thing, though.
Yeah,
he has definitely done deluxe editions.
I mean, and Pharrell, like they all like that's what like I love that they team back up because like I said, like the clips can't do nothing but go up. There's there's nothing that can topple to me a comeback like this. You know what I'm saying? If the clips even don't drop another app after this, but we just gonna hit y'all with this one heavy hitter that brings everything together. Yeah. You might catch us maybe on a couple features here and there for a while.
But that Ad Live, my nigga Ad Live was back, bro. Like come on, bro.
Like they kept
the crew, bro.
Like I said, when you look at something like that, like that would, like I said, that would be like Rockefeller getting back together for real. Like we could do another Dynasty album.
I ain't gonna hold it.
I think it's better because everybody out that crew was really
but see, that's what I'm saying. Man. This album restored the feeling for me so much that I'm like, I'm holding out. I'm like, niggas, yes, niggas, come back. Hey, bring this shit back, yo, niggas. I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying? I need another State Property album. Like, get the crew back. Like, come on, bring this shit back, man.
I mean, as I'm saying, like, it's definitely that energy.
About dialysis, bro.
Like, man, like I said, it just felt really good, man.
But I mean, I love it. Like, the niggas is healthy. They've been good. Like Push T been running, Malice been running, doing what he need to do. I think it's one of the greatest things. Like I feel like even when you think about like watching the Locks and how they still grew in who they are and whatever, but it's like the Clips.
But you know what's I was
gonna say like the Clips has still been who the Clips is, even if they've been separated. So like as soon as they get back together, it's like
so. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna say it goes testament to it because like with the Locks, they've been still active. They just been an active elite, right? So we got to see 2 sides of it. We got to see somebody a group that disappeared for a moment, not like because like they chose to as a group, and then they came back, still didn't miss a beat, and then we saw the Locks always still, and I was like, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? We because I mean,
and that's what I said in the beginning, like we lost a lot. Like I feel like, bro, like we can never get UGK back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We can't, you know what I'm saying? We can't
I told you, we probably never get Outkast back.
You know what I'm saying? We may never get Outkast back.
Especially when a Big Boy recently said something about that.
Big Boy doing other stuff too. Now, like obviously,
Andre doing Redman, we might not get doing his.
We definitely ain't getting that.
No,
because they on 2 different things.
They on 2 different things. Somebody asked Redman recently. It was like, "Yo, do y'all kick it?" Y'all like, he was like,
"Yeah, I remember." He was like, "I mean,"
he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "That's still my guy." He was like, "Yeah, I got no issue with him. Like, it's still family." He's like, "But we
got shit to do. We got like, I mean, you got to think this nigga is like Method is running movies. He ain't rapping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like he's an actual actor. Like Red, they did How High was like Method. Like I'm actually doing.
But like I said, because of that void of like the duel and stuff like that. That's why I love groups like Earth Gang. Earth Gang became one of my favorites because, like I said, it was the creativity of this, creativity of them. They was like they felt like Outkast 2.0. Like you know what I'm saying? They had lyrics. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But like. Again, the certain ingredients that we're missing. When's the last time we got a good posse cut? Where's the crew rapping and niggas just rapping? You know what I'm saying? We ain't get one of those in a long ass time. Like we're missing these things. So that's why I'm like, I hope that the MCs, the lyricists, the people that we know that like even the new cats. I just hope that people are listening to this and saying, we don't gotta play these fucking industry games, these TikTok stream wave games. Yeah. We can put together a body of artwork and put it out, and people are.
I just love that how everybody we spent almost a decade of everybody giving Pusha T the hardest time of being like, bro, you just a dope boy rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was like, boy, this is where it came from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think if you, so I'm a Pusha T fan. Yeah. I feel like if you listen to his records, his last 3 solos really haven't been about drugs,
that's just a joke.
Right,
Yeah,
It's like you could tell people don't want to listen.
Yeah,
because nigga, he been preaching.
Yeah,
for the
past
10 years.
And that's what I said. If you even want to give that, I would say that his last 3 albums or whatever has been more Malice. Like it's been more like I'm not on this dope shit. I actually rap. You know what I'm saying? Because Malice always was a nigga like I'm gonna spit to you and tell you what the fuck it's about to be about.
You know what it is? How I've been telling people, and I'll let you go right quick. What I've been telling people was that like people are confusing the reference point with what he's talking about.
Right.
Like if you talk to an old basketball player, right? He might be in business. He's like, and he might be like, all right, so you know what I'm saying? Me trying to close this deal, it's like the fourth quarter. It's like his reference is basketball. So Pusha T, his reference is what they know. They came from the street.
Yeah.
So he may be talking about elevated in life and referencing to dope or coke. That doesn't mean he's rapping about coke. But people are
goes back to what I was saying earlier. People don't listen to lyrics anymore. They don't like media literacy is dead is such a true statement because people just consume. You don't consume and really think about it.
Yeah, you don't sit with no one.
What was you about to say, Trip?
I mean, I was literally gonna say what you were saying, that it's just an evolved version of his, It's an evolved version of Dope Boy music.
And I mean,
it's the same references, but like to Diz's point, like people don't really sit down and break down things. I mean, we're hip hop nerds, you know what I mean? And that's evident, right? Because we're 30, 45 minutes into the pod and we're breaking down the album still.
As we should. As we should.
And the beauty in the album is it really shows chemistry, right?
Yes, it did.
It shows what happens when the producer and the artist are in the room together and they're creating together. A really good example that I have of it recently is Logic and Juicy J. They just dropped the album maybe a month or so ago.
I didn't hear that.
Bro, that was the most
Logic and Juicy J is crazy.
It's actually decent, bro. It was the most unexpected drop that I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, wait a minute, why is it sounding good? Like, wait, I did not expect it.
The pocket that Logic put Juicy J in was
he put Juicy J?
Yes.
Like,
it's the most unexpected drop.
Like, the whole podcast, like they did a whole podcast, sat down, talk to each other. Like Logic interviewed Juicy, like, hey, where your mind at? Where are you trying to go with things? What are you trying to show people? Okay, well, this is what I got for you.
Because I got kind of like a love-hate with Logic.
I do too.
It's not a long time ago. It came out last month. Okay.
Yeah.
No, he great.
But I heard they ain't got no single. Like, I heard no single. Yeah, I ain't seen no single or no video.
It was most random stuff.
A month ago. I don't feel as bad.
Yeah, and I was just like, what the hell? I was like,
But that album shows the relationship between the producer and the artist, like down to the core. Like, hey, I'm gonna give you some shit that you ain't usually, you're not used to rapping over, But this is, I know that you're going to excel on it because I've been sitting here, I've been talking to you, I've been getting to know you, so I know what I got in mind. I'm not just making beats just to make beats and say, fuck it, nigga, rap over this. No, I'm making a beat that I think that you're going to sound amazing on, and I think Pharrell does a really good job with the clips, and that shows because, like you said, he don't have to be in a room with them. He can be at the crib 4 o'clock in the morning making the beat and it's like, oh shit, man, I'm pushing mouse to go crazy over this.
Yeah.
Let me finish this out, put this in the pocket and send it to them later. Yeah. You know what I mean? That just shows they go back. They go way back. You know what I mean? He knows what they gonna sound like and how they structure shit.
And he gonna evolve it though too. Like I said, it's like I feel like So Be It is the futuristic grinding. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you could do So Be It on the lunch table. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just as much as you can do grinding. Like you can do, you know what I'm saying?
And you know what? And this is what I realized too, is that, and again, so you don't know how much I got hyped about hearing DJ Clue on this fucking album. Oh. Like I got so hyped that it made me start thinking about like a lot of the things that we can't do no more, we can find new ways to work them in. Right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because like that mixtape era is so important to me in hip hop and my making and who I am. I listen to so much mixtape. I was that dude that was searching, finding. I would travel to get mixtapes, like, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you think about certain things that we're missing from the golden era, era of hip hop that we don't have anymore. Like it was so refreshing to hear that 1-2 back and forth with Pusha and Malice. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of artists don't do that.
Only person we'll get from really is the locks now. Still, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And they ain't put out an album since 2020. Yeah. By the way, you made it seem like I missed the album from last year.
That's what I'm saying. But I know that. But I said it was doing the verses.
Don't get me wrong.
Remember I said it was like doing the verses time. So it was like when they dropped it. COVID hit, and it was like,
but the way you was talking, I was like, damn, did I miss a lockout?
But yeah, so
It's
certain ingredients that of hip hop that we no longer get. So like say hearing DJ Clue, I'm like, oh shit, we can still use DJ drops and what I'm saying in albums, and it still feels like that song felt like a mixtape song. That's why I was like, that was one of the songs that I was like, I'm expecting to hear Graph Fab on this album. I'm expecting to hear Shells out of nowhere. Like I ain't hear from that nigga. I'm expecting like all these people and shit like that. I'm like, I'm expected because this is the vibe that it gave me. It made me want more. I want so much more. So it's like I like that. My hope is that as good as this album is, as great as this album is, I do hope it inspires a lot of people.
So just rating what everybody got the album.
What we rating? Out of Eagles?
Out of Eagles.
I'm giving it 5 Eagles, right? This is my 5 mics.
We definitely 5 Eagles, right?
I'm gonna pull a Malice real quick. Why is that even a question, bro?
Just saying. We create content.
It's a historical event.
We create content.
We do not rate historical events. We just appreciate it.
Yeah, we should. And this is again when I say we losing ingredients. I was thinking about this album. I was like, all right, this definitely within 5 mics in the source. Then all while listen, I'm like, you know what I missed? I missed the hip hop quotable of the month. You remember in the source they had that verse?
Oh boy, Miles would hate that hip hop quotable.
Man would hate hip hop quotable on the butt. I could have chose a verse because he has
you have so many verses.
So many impactful verses.
I missed that shit.
I feel like that's a big part of what the culture is missing right now. I mean, are those like Mickey Fax is doing it, but on a bigger stage, there's not really a lot of people out here fully breaking down that shit or putting it out on a platform where people can consume it in that way.
Bro, because they don't want to face what they're hearing. Like the man speaking of reality from the first track. Right? Imagine if all these little dudes who only want to vibe out actually listen to that shit. Like you said, the shit. What I appreciate the most about the clips is that they really spit real life.
Yes.
Like they don't try to manufacture. And it feels like too, people forget that because I think what they look at is like they talking about Paris, they talking about Giuseppe, they talking about Louis Vuitton. Yeah. That's his real life. So you can't be, oh bro, these niggas is they're not talking about drug dealing and woo this, woo that, because you're right. They reference it because that's what they had. It took for that to get to this. And now this is what you get. And that's what we need because bro, we talked about Yachty, bro. I get the vibing out. But that's escapism. Yeah, you're listening to the beat. You're just listening to the phrases. Yeah, and Wayne does it. Everybody do it now. But that's why rap is dying. Yeah, but we can't get labels to even finance music videos or any album more than 10 tracks. Director X, like, bro, this shit gonna get spent. If it don't get put on TikTok or Instagram, if it doesn't become a dance tool, we don't see no money behind it. Where this this type of record, right, bro? They could tour this record, which they are.
I'm definitely at the range. I'm definitely at the range.
It's gonna be amazingly sold out all over the country. Because just like Kendrick, people that listen to shit gonna be like, something fresh.
It's the art. Yeah. And you know what? You made a great point when you said that they ain't paying for a music video. Director X was $1 million video person. Like bare minimum, you spending $1 million with Director X to shoot the video. And his videos, even his raw, gritty videos that seemed simple, it was the most gutter video that you saw, bro. And the way that he shot it, and like it was like, you know what I'm saying? So it was like we ain't seeing that no more. And it was just like, oh my God, it's like.
I ain't gonna hold you. I almost gave it a petty 4.5 stars because after I listened to it, that's when they said we were supposed to get a Jay-Z verse and the Kendrick verse. I was upset.
Again, another thing too, and this is where I'm like, so I was that person. Me and Streets was that person that we would go in the morning, go to Walgreens, we buy Vibe, XXL, Source Magazine, Scratch, when they start putting it out, and then spent all day in school just reading all the paragraphs and everything, reading about hip hop, about the album, everything.
As much as I love more than I kept my school books, bro.
So as much as I love podcasts and as much as I love videos, like interviews on radios, I'm not gonna hold you. This is one of those albums that I'm like, I would be like, I cannot wait for the Source our interview. But I can't wait for the article.
But that's why I love they press run, because it's like you don't get the actual like paper no more. But there's so many legit fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
there's
Well,
no,
'cause
like I
they
said, there's
went to
no
the
artist
right-
run.
They went to
that
the right sources.
They went, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there
go
is
to
no
a streamer.
Kaiser not. There's no, we trying to be in the TikTok era. They're like, nigga, I'm just trying to talk to niggas that I knew already.
Well, they
You know what I'm saying?
talk to the hip hop historians.
Yeah, they talk to niggas I knew already, like, bro.
But at the same time, too, they talk to niggas they had a relationship with that they can ask questions.
Yeah.
Where they can sit down and tell them the honest truth,
Mhm.
and it won't be spun. Or
Yeah,
they
we're
might
not
go
trying to
into
get
a gotcha
trolled.
question,
Yeah.
Like-
or hey, what? Why did you do this? Why did you? You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing I think too. People forget, like, when Pusha T in the Drake situation went
Shit,
about
the Travis Scott shit
and
situation.
the Travis Scott
Like
situation
that's
about.
like their press run reflects that. Like,
and not
look,
only that, they address it so forthcoming where you can't misconstrue nothing.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So even like Travis, hey, your response is gonna be something that even mimics what he said.
He
But
delayed
you
his
was just
album, by the
around
way.
here trying to get a check. So
He
you
delayed his album.
Well, he
Who?
put out the Jack Boys
put
album.
out the Jack Boys too.
That-
I thought it got delayed.
No,
No, that's
no,
what
no,
everybody been
it's
talking about.
out.
Everybody talking about he dissed him now on,
He
on
did
that.
on there. It's out.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
But see, like you said, again, it is that double weave of
it was this morning, that's why.
Pusha and Malice together. Because even when they was, like you said, even the way they addressed it, like niggas asking, like, yeah, you know, during this time, Malice, you know, how was you feeling? And he was like you said, why you even act, bro? This is my brother. Of course, I'm rolling with him. Like, what
Yeah.
are you talking about?
The
Like,
dumb
like,
question.
Like, it's a dumb question.
I'm never wrong. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and that's, to me, bro, that was the most beautiful part about their relationship. He kept it so 100 that I said, I hope younger cats, even rappers, listen to what he said. Whatever he got going on over there, bro, that's on him. He handled it. But my opinion always gonna be with my brother.
Yeah,
Even if I like both,
because I can
parties,
still talk to my brother, and be like,
don't
I don't
matter.
like what you're doing, but I'm fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. And
that's gonna be
what
between
people
us.
don't get.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a relationship
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
It ain't I gotta pick a side.
Right
I'm gonna
now
do this.
and here,
No,
like, niggas-
this is my side. Nigga.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's always gonna be that side. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's also the difference that you don't get in. Like, there isn't brother groups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the
Right.
Clips came out as a brother group, family group, and they split, did their own thing. But I feel like if there was always
The last family group, we found out that they ain't really family.
who was that?
Migos.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no,
Well, I mean,
that's
that's
cousins.
cousins.
No, one of them.
Like
I
Quavo and
I
Takeover
thought nephew,
cousins.
nephew and uncle for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But
Or nephew and
I
uncle.
thought,
Quavo is
Uncle
Offset's cousin.
No, they said that's
also,
not.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
I
the one
thought
that
the
said-
cousin-
Wait. No.
They said Uncle Few is for real.
right.
They're
They cousins.
cousins. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Your mama, my mama, best friends.
Yeah.
we cousins.
Yeah,
No,
but
but
they-
I'm saying, I thought
we
it was
realized
legit
we thought it was legit. But
Yeah, I
long.
always thought the Migos was actually a family group. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I thought they were a family
I
group.
knew the uncle and few, like you said,
Yeah.
I knew that was legit, but I thought legit cousins.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, like, even if you talk about that, like
Yeah.
back in the day, to understand like the Clips were a brother group.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So no matter, unless like it didn't happen, like somebody would have passed. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, y'all always family.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna reunion. Something gonna happen, bro. Like y'all, you know what I'm saying?
told you.
We need to get to it, dog.
I wasn't sure.
It's in my right here.
Let's talk about Superman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I keep seeing this in the background.
Yeah.
It's
But wait,
hitting me,
did y'all give y'all ego rating?
Oh, I gave it a
I mean,
5.
yeah, we
I
are.
know. We
I
said we
feel like
did.
about
I wanted to
5.
make
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? I just, it is, like I said, it's a great album. It's something we needed. If you a hip hop head, you definitely needed it. I feel like we do live in a generation where you are competing with TikTok, and like you said, niggas looking for certain songs and jingles, and like it ain't made for them. It was, and pushing them off, it ain't made for them.
Right.
Like it's not made for that. Like you're saying,
Like you said, bro, them niggas are content creators.
Yeah.
We create content.
You know what I'm
what I
saying?
mean?
Like-
But that's the reality of what I meant when I said like they're the creators of that form.
I mean, yeah,
of
what
rap.
they do,
Like,
yeah.
We had an 8-ball MJG. We had all them cats in the South talking about the game or talking about
Yeah.
hustling, but there was nobody who stepped out and was like, "Look, we talking numbers, we talking all this," and then cats started rapping like that.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Because even Jeezy wasn't rapping like he came. I think he came right after, but it wasn't necessarily numbers the way.
Yeah.
Clips
I'm
was giving you.
7'5" for this, and
Yeah.
like it wasn't.
Even then, people was calling out his numbers there, like,
Like-
that shit don't sound
That's
right.
why
Like Jay,
that's
like
why
Jay,
he's
like-
beefing with Pimp C.
Right.
That's why he said 17.5, yeah, nigga, I said it. 17.5, yeah, nigga, I meant it. That was a diss to Pimp C, because Pimp C said ain't nobody
Ain't
getting him
nobody
for
getting-
75.
Exactly.
So like I mean Jay-Z, I feel like Jay-Z gave us that a little bit. You know
Joe
what I'm saying?
Jay-Z, yeah.
Like-
That's why the South fuck with them.
Yeah.
That's why, like, literally, when everybody, it's funny because nowadays people will make the joke. People in the South was listening to Hov, but I forgot what rapper came out recently. He said he was like, "Nigga, y'all lying." He said we all fuck with Hov because Hov was talking the talk that we understood. When you hear, and he was quoting the lyrics, and I'm talking about it was like a drill trap rapper that came out and literally just said he was like, my uncles and everybody in my family, and even me as a youngin, we always listen to Hov because out of the East, he was one of the people that we felt knew exactly. Like he was talking real numbers, real work, and we knew exactly. Like you don't talk about that. You not unless you're from the cloth. So you know what I'm saying.
But you got to think too, though. A lot of these dudes gonna say that, but I hate when people speak generally about music, and say what nobody did.
It's always the people who are like that's like me going like, if all of us don't fuck with Yachty, nobody listen to Yachty. It's like, the niggas around me.
Like I remember I started the conversation saying like I must have missed something because a lot of people fuck with him. Like you know what I'm saying. So it's like you gotta put it in the pocket. But all right, we also gotta talk about another thing that. Like we're gonna figure out where everybody at, but Superman came out.
We're spoiler free, by the way, because it is first weekend.
We're gonna attempt.
We got some good. I'm not
be spoiler free for the sake of the audience and my man's.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go in depth, but I know there's gonna be a couple of things.
Bro, I can go to the bathroom if y'all want to.
It's first weekend, so I can still, try to be a spoiler. Like,
so just real quick, let's do it this way. So let's real quick. You liked it a lot.
Yeah.
What's your rating? I mean, at least everybody give me our ratings.
Okay, so on Letterboxd, because they don't have, you can't, like, you can go 4.5, 5. 4.5 would have been a 9 out of 10. I don't think it was a 9 out of 10. I don't think it was a 10 out of 10. I gave it 9.5. So I had to give on Letterboxd it's a 5 out of 5. I thoroughly love this movie.
So you a 9.5?
So Eagle ratings, 9.5. So Eagle ratings is 5. Again, you can't give a 9.5. I'm rounding up.
Okay, so you 5.
I'm giving it a 4.
4, solid 4?
Solid 4.
Solid 4. That'd be like an 8. What we talking out of 10? That'd be 8 for him.
I'll give it a solid 4.5.
4.5. So that would be 8.5. That would be just a solid 9. Okay.
We give it a solid 3.
Oh, okay. Now we turn it up to spice. You know that would be what, a 7?
It's a 6.
That's a 6.
It's about a 6.
It's a mid.
6, 7-ish.
6.5-ish. Okay.
No, it's definitely harder on 6.
Harder on the 6.
7. So
I thoroughly disagree.
We throwing the dice, niggas. Harder on
6 and 3.
I thoroughly disagree, but
So let's talk about what we liked about it. Let's start real quick. Like, because the one thing that I did like as a start of a universe and everything like that is that one, I like that. Again, we're dealing with heroes that are already established. They kind of did like a pre-roll, like kind of like a Star Wars type of situation where they kind of explain the level of the playing field, right? So we know, MetaHumans has been here, when Superman got here, Heroes is here, and everything like that, right? So what I do praise about the movie is that we got so used to origin stories, right? That this movie did not have the origin, and I didn't feel lost. And I feel like the audience also didn't feel lost. I feel like everybody we jumped into this world, we understood what it was, and then we got to enjoy it and everything like that.
It's what we've been asking.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to agree with, because I feel like that's what I'm expecting to see too. Like, as knowing Superman and whatever, it's like, I'm finna just watch.
Superman. It's like the Flash. It starts off at a period where he's established and known.
But he's still very young.
But he's still he's making mistakes.
Yep.
Okay. It's not like a bigger. You don't need.
So he just got to Metropolis in a sense.
He's been
there. He's announced himself as Superman and everything.
And I don't even know because it's the opening crawl. And so
3 years.
Yeah, it was. So it said it started off
with
saying
3 decades,
3,000 years. There have been metahumans for 3,000 years. Superman has been on Earth for 30 years. He's been announced as Superman for 3 years. And then it goes even down to 3 hours ago.
Or 3 minutes. Wasn't it?
Well, no, it was 3 hours ago. He lost his first fight.
No, I thought that was minutes.
I thought it was minutes.
So 3 hours ago was the fight started. He ran
This is his first lost fight after 30 days.
After 3 years of being Superman.
3 years of being Superman. Okay.
So obviously in the trailer they talk about the war.
Yeah.
So that happened 3 hours ago as of the start of the movie.
Yeah, he stopped
and 3
the war.
minutes ago
He lost the fight.
He lost his first fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's his early years of him becoming understanding, like, okay, I'm not that super.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And like I said,
something can actually beat.
Yeah.
shit.
And then, like I said, in this movie, Lex Luthor is already full on hating Superman.
Yeah.
And the
3 years in.
Yeah, and the guy that's playing Lex Luthor did amazing to me, right? So it's like
He's the best live action Lex.
So to me,
I don't care.
yeah.
I don't care what any of y'all say. I was gonna say I don't care what any of y'all say. I'll argue on it.
He does great characters no matter what he does.
Oh, Nicholas Hoult. Nicholas Hoult is great.
Yeah. And so, and so because of that, I was like, that's why I was like, I really love the world that they gave us. And as a start, I said, if this is where we're starting at, I'm really, really hopeful for what DC got to come.
I mean, I fuck with the idea, like the way y'all broke it down just in that time span, like it is Superman's early years, and even being announced within 3 years. Because I mean, like I said, even if you put in the storyline of like Smallville, like 30 years would be your kid. You're saying you're saying you of age. You know, they age differently anyway, but you definitely are grown now.
Yeah.
You've been to Daily Planet the last, you know what I'm saying? If you think about Smallville, he was the red and blue blurred before he became Superman. So he was still doing shit before he even announced that I'm Superman.
Right.
So you can look at that even in that storyline of being like, okay, this is, if you follow just that idea, like, okay, this is when he was in Metropolis, but he didn't announce himself. He was just still helping in these spaces. And then now it's 3 years after he actually announced that
Superman is,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then my last point is that the quote unquote cameos didn't feel like cameos. They just felt like supporting cast. And I think that to me, we get so used to Marvel setting up with quips like, all right, this Easter egg for this movie, but you never know when that movie gonna come out. This Easter egg, like they had Guy Gardner and Mr. Terrific in there. They didn't have to, and Hawk Girl, they didn't really have to do a full on like origin story, but they also didn't have to do for their next movie. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have
it was no leave off.
They didn't have a moment where they was like, haha, now I gotta go figure out what's going on with my cousin in Atlanta. Like they didn't have those moments or some shit like that where it's like it's a clear setup with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was like, yeah. So
you got it now.
No.
You
I don't got nothing. You're there.
We're still on pros, right?
Yeah,
We're still on pros. Disturbed by that.
Well, what about Trip?
For me, what I like the most.
I got a lot that I don't like though.
My favorite thing, because you kind of touched on one of them, but my favorite thing was just Crypto and Mr. Terrific.
Oh yeah,
I think not being a cameo and kind of being supporting characters, they held their own. And if you know the actor from Mr. Terrific, he kind of got dead bogus with MCU, right. But I think James Gunn really showcased him. I
want to say one thing to that what you just said. Did you know how bogus it was? It was even more bogus that I didn't notice. So we know, like, they gave him a character, first black, you know what I'm saying? He actually spoke up behind the scenes. He said,
I heard about that.
He knew the first black guy, and they promised him, we're going to resurrect you in a future movie.
Wow. I never did.
Yeah, so you can finish. I just wanted to bring that up.
Fox, though, by the way, like it was Fox.
Yeah.
I'll let you finish. I just wanted to bring that up.
No, and the relationship between Superman and Crypto, I think was phenomenal.
Bro, you got that bar all over your face.
It's just phenomenal. I feel like it really showed the relationship between a dog and his owner or a dog and his foster parent.
So you killing me
in a different manner, because Crypto got superpowers, so it's just how would a misbehaved dog with powers act? I fuck with it.
Word.
Boy, give me some good. Bro, just say you like the name of the movie or some shit, nigga. Like
because it's hard to agree when
we just doing positive, bro. Did you like the ending? Did you like the beginning?
Listen, there are positives I liked.
Well, that's what we want to hear.
I did like it was a fun movie. It's a fun movie.
Okay.
Right.
Fun for all ages.
Yes.
Okay.
But it is kind of because it does get violent.
It get really deep too.
Like, did you think it was made for us, like as fandoms, or like I'm trying to
me personally
bring a generation of new kids and everything into this?
I think it's for the newer generation of kid because it's very emotional and it addresses.
It's woke.
No, not
I don't
woke.
think it is.
No, it ain't woke at all. It's like if you had to have you know how I talk about the Batman, where I say he's a good Batman, a bad Bruce Wayne because he's too emotional and he's too self-loathing.
Yeah.
I feel this Superman was way too self-loathing.
But I need a positive though.
No, I want to hear his negatives.
No.
Now you want to hear?
Hear me out.
Because I haven't gave a thought yet.
The
So
positive is that he replaced the self-loathing with humor. So it's fun, but I would have preferred more serious Superman, not Clark Kent. Like, he was a good Clark Kent, all that shit. Like, it was just, it was a James Gunn thing.
Did you enjoy
my thing?
Did you enjoy the fight scenes?
Visually, yes.
Okay, that's a positive, right? Now,
Visually, yes.
Oh, you did? I'm just trying to get a positive about the
No,
nigga.
no,
You know
no,
what I'm saying?
listen, it's gonna
I didn't hear the negative he said. I agree with a couple of shit he said.
It was just like, it was
It's
like, but
capture you,
I just want a
but
straight
the thing
positive,
is,
not a butt in it.
The
You know
way
what I'm
they
saying?
transition him or give his character development is just odd because yes, it is 3 years after he announced himself. So you just kind of look at him and be like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? And I think that's the thing about it. Like, I wanted more of Mr. Terrific because Mr. Terrific was spending most of the movie getting his ass together.
Now, before I get to you, Diz, and I'm not even, like I said, I'm not a huge Superman fan.
Me either.
But what I always try to mentally put myself in the place with about Superman is the thing that he doesn't age like everybody else. So I've always felt, because even him being an alien to this planet, his like growth of learning humanity is a lot longer. Like, it takes a lot longer because he is battling with, I'm actually like superpower.
Right.
So like I can't really be as human as everybody I can
to
be.
fair,
So it's like, there is some like
great at
childish
describing how he got to where he is.
Yeah.
Because he never got full history of himself. He never gets a lot of it, and then when he gets it, it's like a punch to the face.
I feel like, yeah.
That's why I'm not saying that, I don't like this, but I'm just looking at it from the way they did it. That's what I didn't like.
That's what I mean, but that's how I always feel. Like, I feel like the good Samaritan of Superman that they make him is, when he has to talk to everybody in Justice League or anybody who's more serious, it's like, I look at like, bro, you ain't a child, but you just a nigga with so much power that you really don't understand the seriousness of certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's maybe where I'm different. My feeling is from Christopher Reeve. Superman was a stoic, adult-minded individual who was emotionally tied to Lois Lane. So when he was around, when he fought like bigger characters, he would be like a Captain Planet. Let me get y'all away from these people. He was like a intellectual problem solver until he got emotional about his girl.
Yeah, that was his Achilles heel.
This one was like,
I just rewatched that, by the way. You are misremembering some stuff. I literally just rewatched all those Superman.
Did you? I want to rewatch them so bad.
I just rewatched them. You are
rewatched them so bad.
Listen, I might be, but I'm thinking of it in the sense of like.
But that's always the sentiment I had about him, about Lois Lane. Not just off of that movie, just in general.
But I'm gonna let y'all know, y'all are wrong.
Are you saying the decision making as Superman?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As Superman, as a character, I want to let y'all finish, but there are certain things that y'all are saying that are categorically wrong.
Yeah, he's a legitimate Superman fan.
I'm saying how I looked at it from Christopher Reeve, from Superman himself.
My reference point is not just Christopher Reeve.
No, I was going to say, even going forward, like, every Superman had to make mature decisions, had to put himself in predicaments where he felt like, I'm going to have to do something crazy to fix this or whatever. Right. But I felt like this particular Superman did not think that way, because this particular Superman was caught up in like whatever the fuck was going on with the fortress or whatever, Yeah. It was.
He was still getting his shit together.
He wasn't a focused, like, I need to handle.
But I can understand that in 3 years. I can understand it 3 years in. Like,
especially losing your first fight.
Yeah, I can understand it. Yeah, 3 years in, I can understand that. Like, I mean, the Batman that we just watched was a first year, and this nigga was terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He was a detective.
No,
he was a coach.
He was a detective.
But
a few years into.
But a terrible Batman.
He was a cold detective, but he was also coming. He was also making, like, he'll find some
Boy,
shit out.
he bust his head wide open.
Hold on. He would find some shit out, but still make the wrong decision afterwards.
Like, and that's early Batman. I get it. You got to learn from the mistakes. So it's like, you just, even for me not watching it, just telling me that he's 3 years in, my expectations on the Superman already to be like, okay, he's not going to be a bumbling Superman, but we're about to see his power just kind of do what the fuck it needs to do. Like, whatever it's doing. He's still figuring out the roles. Like,
word.
All right, so
but that's why I said I can get you understanding about it.
I want to say one last thing. So so that way we can let Diz go. My reason for giving it a 4 And I think, and this
4 is understandable. I can get that.
Yeah, and
You got a 5.
Yeah, and to me, it's more of a, I don't know. All right, so I hate to bring this up. All right, so the whole Goku Superman debate, right? I look at, I always put them on the same level playing field in regards to base fighting for me, right? And the main thing that I did not like about this Superman is that I didn't respect the people that beat him. There's 2 characters that I will respect that really beat him, right? And that makes sense. But there was moments that I was like, bro, this nigga, he like Goku Goku didn't lose to the minions. There was the boss, and just there's different level bosses. So there's 2 bosses.
The minions was a workout.
Yeah,
he was a stretch.
Yeah, so there's 2 bosses in here that I'm like, okay, them 2, yes, right. But there was other ones that was like, why is this taking such a toll on Superman? I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
But I feel like
he exhausted. You think?
But I feel like
it was because he had a plethora of things going on to lose.
I'm sorry, y'all finna have to deal with the spoiler of this.
I mean, I'm saying, go crazy, dude.
Fight saying, hey, you're not at full power, bro. You need to still heal.
Yeah.
And he like, bro, I can't. I gotta go. Shit gotta get done.
Yeah,
so this nigga's already hurt. Going back and getting jumped.
But that was
like,
you talking about the first.
Defend your base. Defend your base.
He should have been able to beat them half.
Nigga, fuck, you know what? Fucking spoiler. Nigga, nanobots is in your fucking. When a nanobot get into your lungs, how you supposed to deal with that? Nigga can't breathe.
Defend your base.
I get what you're saying. I do think there are things that are you can say, hey, there are some flaws to this movie because they're 100% off. But Superman, the one thing when I said why I like Superman is because at every instance he tries to do the right thing, and it's always we know that's going to lead to wrong decisions. That's that nigga's Achilles heel. Y'all saying it's Lois Lane? No, he's always trying to do right.
His morality,
and his morality is so simplistic because. And you've seen
it's
the kids.
Literally
they are
right
simplistic as shit.
So here's the thing. With that, though, but I feel like, again, my reference point more so for the mistakes that he made is not just Christopher Reeve's movie. I feel like, yes, that's his Achilles heel is just, always trying to do right and everything like that. But I feel like he makes the most worst mistakes when he's not thinking when it involves Lois Lane.
But that's what like I said, it's not even just Lois Lane. I get what you're saying. Because it definitely is amplified there.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. More is amplified.
Heart is.
I think that's what I'm more saying amplified. But that's not an issue with me though. That's not. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me.
His surroundings when Lois Lane is involved in like something serious, and that's the thing. Like, which I understand because that's like you said, it goes with his personality of like conflict. I can't be everywhere at all. I can't be everywhere all at once. But at the same time, I know where my work, and that's what I don't like. The fucking idea that she is his world, right?
Oh, that makes sense.
But I mean, that's comic book trope.
Fuck
these hoes, nigga. You got
it's the toxic thinking of my mother and father don't matter. Crypto don't matter. I don't get that. That's that's the go-to line that they always put in every one now. Is she is you're my world. Well, that's not true, nigga, because you tell every villain, this is my world. Earth is my world to protect.
I don't ever get that feeling of that.
But I feel like when you say this is my world, I feel like that's he can look at Lois Lane as you're the embodiment of the world in general.
Hold on. I got the perfect
for every superhero.
Yeah.
My reference point right now
not Batman.
Batman hard on his own. He's the only one that's hard on his own.
King want to be Jimmy Olsen and tell Superman like, I know you're not fucking with Lois, bro. We can go. You know what I'm saying?
My reference point for that exact argument is the Flash, because the Flash is. He will say his lightning rod is Iris.
Yep.
No matter what's going on, he's going to make sure he can protect Iris. And that's the same thing with Superman.
But he's fast enough to do it.
Hold on. But also,
you saying Superman's
he don't though. He is, but he don't.
But also, wait, hold on. I just want to give one rebuttal to one thing you said because it's you got to remember, Martha and Pop Kent. I think his name.
Mom Pop Kent.
Mom Pop Kent.
I be forgetting.
That's his.
Her name was Martha, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They both. Mine was Martha. I can't remember Pop.
But that's his secret, right? Where Lois Lane has became amplified because of he's always saving her. So now people are like, all right, we know we fuck with Lois Lane. Superman. I think it is Tom. No, that's Thomas Wayne.
I'm going back to it.
Okay,
I always just call him Mom Pop Kent. So I definitely.
But so you got to think. the difference between because Jonathan, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think the reason why only villains focus on Lois and people say Lois is his world outside of that and use that against them is because Lois is the public of his world. Like Superman always said, he hasn't always had to save Ma and Pa Kent. So Ma and Pa Kent, the most nefarious villains that fuck with him, know that if we go to the origin, wait, who raised them? Right. And they find it right. So I get what you're saying, but like that's not amplified because that's one of his biggest secrets.
But I also feel like that too. Like when it comes to Lois, it's like. Lois, like, cause Lois ain't Ma and Pa Kent. Lois is prominently out in her, like, she does it, like she does it herself.
She's not in distress. She does that, runs to that bitch.
He's toxic because he could stop it and he don't. Like he allowed her to put herself. Well,
that's different. That's a different argument.
But that is what she.
No, because he'll monitor her and you shouldn't go interview that guy because he could be this. Well, we'll find out when I get there. And then when they find out that he got the radioactive tools and he knew who he was on the time, then he swoop in and save her. But then the whole building fall on 14 people and he didn't save them.
That's a whole different debate.
What I will, I think
that's not about the movie. That's Superman in general.
It is, but it ain't.
Because that's where I was like, okay, King just don't like Superman. So I was like, I don't care about that rating. I you just don't like Superman.
I don't like the way they portrayed him.
I
love Superman.
But that's Superman always.
Now what I want to say this one thing, because I feel like it's never been really spoke about Superman, is Superman actually is a fucking idiot. Like he's not. But I'm saying. But I mean, no. But I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it in a bad way. It's the naivety of him. Like he's a farmer's boy. So even his protective love for everything comes from a it is a Goku energy.
Simple,
like Goku was raised.
Are you just saying young Superman?
No, I mean I'm saying like when we talk about the Superman that everybody wants and this strong, stoic, whatever, it's years of Superman making fucking mistakes.
Further away,
but even in general, if you understand the relationship between Bruce Wayne and Superman. Bruce Wayne actually he is like Lois. Like Bruce Wayne would tell Superman, like, I've already read everything about this nigga. Leave this nigga alone. Superman like, well, I'm gonna go talk to him anyway. You know what I'm saying? And put himself in that. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Like Superman, even as you think as a journalist.
Now I gotta debate you on that.
Like Superman isn't a detective.
He's not.
He's a journalist. He just catches news. He stops shit when it happens. It has to damn near happen. He doesn't investigate to prevent something from happening. It has to happen.
I mean, he's not even a top tier journalist. The journalist is really just more so.
So when you think about that, when you put that in perspective,
he can't be on the forefront of hearing what's going on around the world.
Like a team of people.
He's not trying to be.
That he investigates.
Yeah.
So the Jimmy Olsen. That's mainly Lois. Lois is his source for the big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy is the local source for the the small time shit that he has to handle.
But I mean,
in Metropolis. So Lois is the one that's like, I've heard of this happening where you need to look at this or that, and other people come. Martian Manhunter. Other people come from other
But that's what I mean, and maybe calling him an idiot was a strong thing to say. But what I'm saying though is like even what y'all describing though is like. I think that we've always looked at Superman as like the superhuman being that can handle anything, but he really always has a team to like. So even watching it, understand this movie.
Far from this movie.
I mean, we did, but I'm just saying I'm trying to get to a space of understanding this movie of trying to understand like he's 3 years in, whatever. Even understanding this that it's a world full of people around. He got supporting. All y'all saying?
No, so okay.
So like the Superman.
No, because I think you thinking it's more of a team up than it is, and it's really not. They have a moment of team up, but it's just like what I was saying when I was saying that they don't feel like a supporting cameo. It just feel like they're already operating in this world, so it fits and everything like that. It wasn't like, all right, Superman is in this team. That's not.
Well, no, I mean, but
hold on, I got to give you a pushback on a couple of things about Superman because, all right, yes, Superman is this all powerful being, and in general, like everybody's mindset is this nigga can fix and finish everything in the blink of that, right? But again, if he does that, then you take away the essence of Superman. Superman does see the good in everybody. It's that moment of I'm giving everybody the benefit of the doubt. So even if I know this person is nefarious, I got to give him the opportunity to do it. Right? I got to give him the opportunity to make a choice to be better, and that's what makes Superman Superman. Because if not, then we're just turning Superman to Shazam. We're turning him to another character who is more so judge, jury, and executioner.
Right. I
don't say that term. I just play rival and Punisher my ass.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
So like I get what you're saying, but then like I said, we can't again. That's what makes the Justice League so dope, because when you create the Justice League and then you have Batman who doesn't trust anybody, and you have your Superman who trusts everybody, that's that immediate clash of, okay, you know, well, how do we deal with this villain? Oh, I want to kill this nigga. No, he didn't do anything. I know he's going to do something. Then you have the Amazonian who doesn't even trust men, who's like, no, people.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying.
The war.
But that's
why
why
Flash who believes all I got to do is run around and I can
But that's
fix this shit.
but as I said,
So,
like in that realm of what you're saying, even with the Justice League, it's always two ways how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Justice League gonna handle it, and Superman gonna clean it, or we gonna save Superman because he went in first.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, that's all. It's how Superman.
So that's why I said that's not
Superman
a flaw.
doesn't
Superman.
solve the problem.
That's Superman's character. That's why I said that to me. That's not a flaw to the character or a flaw to the movie, because that's his character. You can't take something that's always been embedded in the character's DNA and to say that's a flaw because it's in the movie.
And I would say calling him an idiot was like a strong word, but I'm saying like I think
trying to go viral, I get you.
But what I'm saying, like I do agree, like even here, like without watching it. Even if James Gunn's idea is to kind of create this world now where Superman actually, we've always seen Superman handle everything by his fucking self. Like it is just Jimmy Olsen or Lois giving him some in all the movies, because they never really have cameos. So now he's part of a world where he is getting, it might be, I'm just gonna pop on the scene while you're already handling something. And I'm talking to y'all like, he don't have to be all being powerful.
Yeah,
that's more
he's
so
part
a movie
of the world.
because of
yeah.
rights and not wanting to pay. 'Cause in the comics, you don't always necessarily just get Superman handling everything by himself.
Right.
So that's where it's like, again, we strayed so far from the movie.
Yeah. Well, let's get back to the movie.
Oh yeah, because I mean, they just gotta get this shit off. You know, get your shit off, bro.
Yeah. So for me,
spoilers too. We doing spoilers then?
No, I could do it without spoilers.
Because you did spoil it already.
I don't think that was.
You got in your chest though, so I'm like, if you in, you in. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I can give my thoughts without going full spoiler. For me, like I said, I'll start off with, again, I had already said there are flaws that you could take from this movie. I don't think we got enough Hawk Girl. Like
we didn't.
For us,
I agree.
For as much as we got Guy Gardner and Mr. Terrific, for them to be a team all together, huh?
I wanted your positive. Give me the. You didn't give
me
positive.
I got more positive than I had negative.
We already about to hit 2 hours.
So, like I said, we didn't get enough Hawk Girl. I do agree. I think that we should have got more of her if we were going to talk about the Justice Gang, which that's their team. That's Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, and her. There are parts where it's like it kind of felt like Whiplash. Like I get that. There were scenes where, like, damn, we jumped from here to here to here. And whoa! Yeah. So I do fully understand that. The reason I think those negatives are vastly outweighed by the positives is I thought David Cornsweet played an amazing Superman. He was the embodiment of Superman.
I like the Superman.
He was, again, at every instance looking for the positive. We saw it in the trailer when he said, people were going to die. That's all I cared about. He fucking meant that.
He meant that. Bro, this nigga said, that's one thing I want to say too that I like. He saves everybody. There was a moment, and this is not a big spoiler, but it was a squirrel. And that nigga, bro, he took a moment to save the squirrel. And I said, that's something Superman would do. I like that. I was actually happy about that. I ain't gonna hold you.
Like, he was the embodiment of what I personally like about Superman. I don't care about anything else. I'm trying to do what's right. And I get it. Sometimes it's gonna bite you in the ass, as we can see from the movie. Right. It bites you. It sometimes it does. But even still, even when all of that happened, and like to King's point, without alluding into it too much, there was a part where his entire psyche got
shout out payroll.
Yeah, his entire psyche got rocked. Like everything that his entire mindset of why he does everything sort of got flipped on its head in the movie. And even still, when he is at his lowest, he was still trying to do the right thing. I didn't try to do that on purpose. Lois Lane, Rachel Brosnahan, she was. I'm not gonna call it annoying, but you know, that reporter like, bro, just take it a step back.
No. Yeah. She was annoying. But here's the thing: Lois Lane is supposed to be annoying.
That shit was over. That shit was over.
No. But here's the thing: Lois Lane is supposed. Every iteration, out of all the damsels in distress and everything like that, the two that I despise the most is Mary Jane Watson and Lois Lane.
Okay. Interesting.
And they're because they're annoying. Now here's the thing: I don't despise them as a like why they in it. I'm like, they're good at everybody who does these characters are good at doing these characters because they're annoying. They're unrealistically annoying. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like you know why Spider-Man can't you know what I'm saying, can't make it there on time, but you giving him shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that's what. So with Lois Lane, it's like you know what's going on. You running into shit like what? Like what?
But even still, like we saw like in the trailer with their interview back and forth. You realize like in the course of the movie how much more she knew of that interview. Like she knew so much of that interview, and it was just like, I get it. You being a good reporter, but God, is it annoying? That's a funny comment.
Funny because it's true.
Like
it's so true.
It's like like I said. So Rachel Brosnahan, she was killing it. Guy Gardner was supposed to be annoying, but Nathan Fillion, he was playing it so well. Every time he got on the screen, I'm like, hell yeah, you know.
Bro, he definitely could have been in The Suicide Squad. He played like that type of role in this movie.
And so like. And then the reason I left him for last is because Mr. Terrific was my favorite character.
He killed it, bro. Hey, they did him good, bro.
Killing it.
And the fact that we needed more of both of them.
Mm-hmm.
We need more of both of them.
I disagree with that because again, the movie is Superman.
Yeah.
Like
I feel you.
So we did.
It's not that we needed more. It left us wanting more.
No, that's the thing.
And I'm good with that.
That's the thing. I would have been okay with just a little more. Not saying we needed them to take over the movie. I'm thinking the way I looked at it was Superman was already in a certain light in this movie where he wasn't super entertaining or funny or, you know what I'm saying, because he was going through a lot. They were great comedy relief for the serious points. But at some points, it was just transition from serious to not so serious to serious again, and then they'll pop back in. And then at the end,
that was okay. I thought that was pretty good.
Like, it was just, to me, my only negative for real for a lot of the characters that I enjoyed, we just didn't get enough. We just did not get enough of them.
I know. I just wanted to.
Go ahead.
Just one part. We're getting more Hawk Girl and
and Peacemaker.
Yeah, like that was already that was known before the movie even came out. So to go in there and be like, I wish we would have got.
I didn't say more Hawk Girl. I didn't say more her. I don't care for her too much.
They didn't give us enough. They didn't give us enough to make you want. So I don't fault them for that. Like to Dish's point, they didn't give us enough Hawk Girl, so I can understand if somebody says I don't care if I will because they didn't give us enough for that. But from what I know of Hawk Girl and what I can see, what they gave us and what I see, for me, I definitely want more.
No, the reason I was saying that I think we just didn't get enough for her. One, I like the actress. She was one of the highlights of this last season of Last of Us.
Yeah.
But again, to your point, I felt like if we were showing the Justice Gang as a whole, there were definitely 2/3 that shined more than the 1/3. And granted, Nathan Fillion might have just stole, because I don't know, I can't really say if it felt like he had more scenes. He might have just stole the spotlight in those scenes.
He did.
But Mr. Terrific,
I think he did say that he had some ad-libs he threw in that they just.
Well, see, that's
that's not necessarily on the writing then. So that's just him being.
When you the tongue in cheek character in a show, you kind of almost like, especially in today's era, you kind of almost always steal the show. And then now you became
because I mean the way y'all describing it, he was definitely the peacemaker in the movie.
Like I said, going back to Mr. Terrific, why he was my favorite character, bro. For sure stole every scene. Like I said, when he crazy. Not even a huge spoiler, when he was like, bro, I don't need no help. I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, that's what I mean about swag. Like his presence.
The muff, he said was purely improvised.
Yeah.
He said he told the actor, he was like, hey, look, we're gonna go into this, right? And I'm gonna muff your face. He said, no, I'm gonna mush your face. He said the dude was like, oh yeah, let's do it. So he did it once. Dawg said, I'm gonna call him Peter Gunn. James Gunn, cut. Do it again and do it harder. He was like, from that point, it was on. He was like, I knew I had it.
It was like every moment he was such a black dude around superheroes. Like even with the post credit scene.
He Superman together.
Bro, okay, this is not a spoiler, but I feel like you will appreciate this. There was a moment where something was happening and the person was like, can you fix it? And the nigga looked at it, he said, me? And then he's like, this is why you don't even do this shit. Like it was just fed up. And I was like, it was so black. I felt so seen. seen.
Yeah,
I felt so
He
seen.
was,
Yeah.
he was definitely the highlight of it. Just from being himself, like he had aura farm moments. Like I just watched the clip again where he grabbed the and twisted.
Yeah,
like,
bro,
he didn't need to twist.
He was fighting.
Yeah,
Oh,
he did everything with Flash.
I mean, it was terrific.
He honestly was flying around and did not do shit, but just watch niggas get
He
beat up.
let his, because you know he got the T-Spirit.
Yeah.
He let those handle the fight.
Oh, you know what?
But he was making sure, like, hey, y'all finna move me with these.
Remember
Remember
when Blade came in and then he was like, how cool he was amongst the white people in the movie? Like, that's how Mr. Irvin came in. You was like, you know what? We've been getting all the superhero shit. We forgot that we needed a level of cool. Like he came in cool. Shit. Like Mr. Irvin was cool.
No, I was telling you when I saw it online. It was like 170. I was like, oh, I should buy that. I don't want to spend 170 though. Just left it alone.
On what?
It was a Mr. Terrific jacket. I saw it on I think it was on Heroes and Villains. I was like, I don't want to pay 170. Left it alone. Watch the film. I'm like, damn, I should have bought that jacket.
You know what this movie felt like? This movie felt like a phase 2 Marvel movie, right? Where it was like like everything is already moving and I'm ready for the next, right?
So where Superman be the one leading that.
Like this didn't feel like a origin where I'm like, all right, we're gonna like sometimes we'll get stuff that like a start of a new universe and we got to give it the caveat. Well, this is the start, so we got to see. This felt like we already rocking. And I was like,
even to the point of like how Metropolis felt like reacting to stuff. Like obviously in the trailer you see the big kaiju. Niggas was like, damn, all right, we gotta evacuate. But nobody like, oh my God, how did this happen?
Like they already there.
Let me get my shit together.
You know what I'm saying? And again, what's crazy is that even there's 2 post credits, just so you know. And
neither of them.
That's gonna get to.
I was gonna say neither of them. Like you should watch them.
Well, that's what
Leave. Just get up and
hold on. Let me get my point out because I will cover what everybody's saying.
I'm talking to Bacardi.
No, I'm talking to you too.
You should watch.
I mean, I'm gonna watch them anyway.
There's 2 post credits, but what I like about this movie and what I like about what James Gunn is doing is that the way that everything went in this movie is like it didn't set up a direct movie sequel, right? But the post credits and end credits didn't set up like, okay, this is happening next, this is happening next. So I like that the way that James Gunn, it seems like he's building this universe is that, all right, we're creating this superhero established, but everything can still connect, but it doesn't have to connect immediately. Like, okay, this led to this movie, this led to this movie, this led to this movie.
Well, he specifically said that. He was like, my post credit scenes aren't there to say.
No, I'm talking about even with the movie.
But I'm saying, but even like just in general, like so, like for any further DCU film, he's like these post credit scenes aren't going to be designed to be how Marvel's was, where it's like, oh, okay, this is teasing the next movie. Like he was like, these are just fun scenes to just add a little bit more
to the experience.
So like the movie, like the Marvel, like
what
the
did y'all take from the first scene? What did y'all take from the first the mid credit scene?
I just thought it was
gonna his fucking dog.
That was a wind down after.
But from the movie, did you take it that he liked the dog?
Yeah. You want to know how I know he liked that dog? The man. Sorry again for the spoilers.
No. I know what you're talking about.
But okay, so you can't tell me he don't like the damn dog.
Defend your bang.
No, my rebuttal to that is
defend your bang.
Necessarily that he did all that because he liked the dog. He did all that because it wasn't his dog.
Okay, so he did it for his cousin. Whatever.
Defend your bang.
This man
this episode called Defend Your Bang.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Defend your bang.
The man was. That's probably the lowest point of the movie for him personally. And at the end of the day, the only reason he kept going forward is because he specifically said he is lost, scared, and alone. Yeah. That's not somebody that loves a fucking dog. If that's the only thing where you are at the lowest point, you know that they want you to die. And you like, but that dog is lost, scared, and alone. I have to do it. I have to figure something out because I have to make sure that dog is okay. Yeah. That's not love? Really?
I mean, it could be a hassle too.
I look at it from that perspective. I don't look at it from the standpoint that he. So, and this is just what I'm looking at from how being a dog person. Being a dog person and watching how they interacted, even how he said it, when the dude was like, "Oh, that's your dog." Dog said, "Man, nah, not really. It's a what do you say? It's a foster situation or something like that." I wouldn't personally take it as bro was like had an affinity for the dog more than he knew how much
So it's just a responsibility.
It was my responsibility, and that's what it is. He is so caught up on, like you said, his responsibility to everybody else that he gets rocked, understanding that it was probably not supposed to be that way. And that's the only thing about it. At the end was like with that scene, it contradicted a lot of how he even how the dog left. The nigga ain't even say like, bro, let me pet. Come here real quick. Let me hook. Nigga, you was like,
I think
you was like, oh what? He was like.
So here's the, hold on, I got you.
Hold on, I 100% disagree.
So these ain't got even though y'all gonna spoil it, I don't care about their credits, but it's like this is a tough spot to see.
No,
like
it was released as a picture, so it's like you can see the end credit scene. The scene itself is when you seen the picture where Krypto and Superman are sitting on the moon looking at Earth. That was one. So that was one of the scenes. Yeah. And so King is saying it didn't fit, and I'm like, I disagree. We all, granted, maybe y'all did. Maybe all y'all dogs was perfect.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe because all y'all dogs was perfectly fine, but Deuces, you would know. Yeah. Wolfie was bad as shit. Our dog was bad as shit.
So it touched your soul in a different way.
No. Was your dog like Krypto?
Yes.
So your dog was bad niggas and shit?
Yes. Our dog was bad as shit.
Yes,
that's what I'm trying to let you know.
I fully understand.
I'm saying it touched y'all.
No, but that's the thing. That's not normal, bro.
But again,
we didn't say
it. 3 pit bulls. Our pit bulls never.
So hold on.
They ain't saying it's normal. Like they ain't saying it's normal.
We saying that
he's a superpower.
Wolfie. So Krypto was like a young adolescent dog, super hyper, bouncing around.
Yeah, I've seen dogs like that. I mean, everybody. I've seen
so to me. Look, okay,
but he's super strong.
No, he's also that's his form. That's how his owner was.
Yeah, he is a family dog.
Right.
You
talking about Wolfie or Krypto?
No, Krypto. Okay. So here's the thing: he's a family dog and Supergirl. That's Supergirl's dog in this universe, right?
Okay.
She's a mess. He's a mess. Yeah. Right, it reflects the owner. They say your dog reflects the owner. It goes together, right? So I can see a situation. Like I said, we had a family. Like I said, Dish may be playing with Wolfie all day, and then if I come in, Wolfie will run to me. That doesn't mean that because Dish is like, hey man, like, hey, what about me, Wolfie? Like, you know what I'm saying? So in Krypto's mind, he doesn't know he's gonna be gone forever. He might not be gone forever. Obviously, he wasn't. He just sees, oh shit, I ain't seen Supergirl in a minute. Run Supergirl, like, all right, I'm out.
And then, like, even just on his, like, again, going back to.
But I mean, that makes sense to me. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
That's what I said. That doesn't mean he doesn't love the dog.
Because he was, oh my God, like, I was exasperated with Wolfie. Almost 99% of the time.
As a nigga who experienced it.
Yeah. He wouldn't stop. And Krypto just wouldn't stop.
But that's your dog.
But I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
So you was mad at the dog because the nigga that had the dog that had no training.
No, I'm not. I'm saying.
But I'm not the only person who said that. My friend Mike said the same thing.
The way I'm looking at it is like, okay, let's say I'm your friend, and I grew up with you when you had Wolfie, right? If I'm watching Wolfie and he's still, rambunctious, whatever, that don't necessarily mean, okay, I don't love the dog or I'm in love with the dog. I'm saying this is, bro, I respect you enough that I kill your dog. So look, bro, when you come get him, and he been wearing my ass out, please take your fucking dog, right? But that's what I mean by that scene didn't fit right there because you had already, like, if you would have showed us that at the very beginning, right?
But I think they did when he woke up in the bed and the dog is there looking at him.
At the very beginning, right? when he hit the ground, like in the trailer, they show him hitting the ground.
Oh yeah.
So how bro dragged him away? If you would have showed him recover, and at the end of the day, that clip right there happens. It fits because then it fits in the sense of I love you that much. But at the end, it
throughout the movie.
Wait. But at the end, you can see how sick.
Why are y'all putting so much weight onto this one scene with it? Because here's the thing.
Because my thing is like,
hold on. I got a question for you.
It's supposed to be a fun scene.
Yeah, it's a fun. So let's say you good with you. Hold on, I got a question. You good with dogs, right? You got no issue with dogs. Let's say we still had Wolfie. If I asked you to watch Wolfie for a while, right?
Okay.
At some point, you smoking at night. You just say you got your balcony. If Wolfie comes sit by you and y'all just sitting there you smoking, it may look like a really dope ass scene, but that didn't mean shit.
I'm having a talking with you.
Yeah, but that didn't mean nothing. That's really what the hell. Why you putting so much weight on this scene?
I'm like Rudy did. I'm like Rudy did.
No, you saw both paws go around him.
Both
He hugged him.
Oh
my God.
When the other nigga come get Uncle Charles,
He put a lot of weight on this scene, bro.
I swear, that's what pissed me off. Because I'm like,
But
if they sit there,
this is
cool
literally
with it. But the nigga know, bro,
this is
literally the whole movie, the dog whooping his ass.
This is literally
And that one
like,
scene,
man,
this
what
nigga
we
going
doing?
like
Okay, so
this.
let
Nigga, what
so
you
let all
doing?
right. You know what? I could actually defend this because, like I said, when I had my dog, I hate my dog. We had a strong relationship. Marley, you know what I'm saying? My daughter, he passed away, so I mean, shout out to Marley, rest in peace. But that nigga barked at everybody. He tried to bite everybody. That nigga was loud for no reason. And he knew, and he would look at me like, bro, if you don't shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? And he would look at me like, boy, you ain't about to do nothing. But when they was gone, and he only did shit like with my ex-wife and my daughter. When it was me and him, this nigga would be at the top of the stairs and like tapping the floor, like, can I come down there and fuck with you? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. And he'll come sit and chill.
I just feel like that scene was not meant to be
But
sentimental.
it wasn't my dog. Like, I never treated him like, bro, you ain't my fucking dog. Like, you think dog. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think
if you
that
go,
was just a dope scene of showing Superman. And,
but I mean, and my
dog.
thing is like, I feel like even if they were showing like, I feel like from what y'all even describe it, I just let you know that he's not gonna be in future Superman. This was a moment to show Crypto in the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Supergirl, like you said, everything's already happening now.
Yeah.
Supergirl dumped Crypto on this nigga in the middle of his 3-year run. You know what I'm saying? You got a dog now. Like, you dealing with that.
I don't even know how long he had Crypto.
Well, yeah,
it could have
yeah.
been because like Supergirl, she likes to party. That's literally
That's what they
basis-
showing in
That's
okay.
literally the basis of her movie. What
Yeah.
her movie ought to be. She starts off. It's her 21st birthday, and she's like, I like to go places with red suns because I can get drunk there.
Right.
That's her whole MO.
Yeah.
That's how her movie starts.
So her movie is gonna be a party girl.
So it
No,
leads into
she's
more.
She's going through stuff.
It leads into more.
Yeah.
But like that's sort of her. That's sort of
So,
how
I mean,
it starts.
That's how she copes.
Yeah.
So I mean, like I said,
And so we don't know how long.
because if there's no time span though, then that could literally be her movie starts where she gave that nigga the dog. Like,
Could
no,
be.
not- yeah.
Crypto's a very big part of that story, or how that evolves. I think this movie ends like her coming in, getting the dog back, and going.
Oh, that's what starts.
That's
gonna
where her
start
movie is
there.
starting.
Which
We
I
make
can
sure.
see that because then I can see that being like Crypto's introductory into action. Like you went through this with him, and
Yeah.
then you'll be more aware
Mhm.
with her when some shit happens.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you'll be able to help her because
Yeah.
she's gonna need.
But yeah, that's what I'm
her
saying. Because
situation.
Crypto got to still become a super. Like Crypto had his own fucking run. This nigga
Yeah,
got to
it
be a
is.
super dog.
I just
At some point.
felt like that scene was not as.
No, that-
Yeah, y'all
important.
threw that shit to the moon,
I'm
bro.
like, wait, why is there so much weight on
I'm
this
like, is
scene?
it a spoiler or not? Like, what the
I
fuck?
thought the second scene was going to be the one that had the more car. That
too.
one was just funny.
That was just funny too.
Yeah.
But again, so I just like how this whole movie and none of the post credits is not an immediate tie-in. It's just like this is a good story, it's good, and we're gonna explore the Superman world more. But also, you know that heroes and villains and monsters and gods are already established in this universe.
Right.
So the next movie may not even be a direct tie. It may just be another movie until we decide to start doing our group.
Somebody already asked him.
I know, yeah. I'm just saying
about,
why I like
when
it.
What is your plans for Superman 2? And he was like, well, what do you mean by Superman 2?
Yeah.
And so it's like I said, you could tell the way that he is approaching the DC universe is.
I feel like it's gonna be.
Very
I feel
similar
like
to
it
comics.
moves like a comic. Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like it moves like a comic book run.
Yeah.
Like you
It's
just really.
definitely a
Because I feel like
comic
that.
book movie.
Because I feel like what y'all saying about those end credit scenes, or even just the dog scene, sounds like after you just watch this great comic book run, series.
And you just got
That
that
last
last
2
picture.
pages.
That last
You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what it is? This is super old school. It's gonna go over people's head. It reminded me of Dick Tracy.
Oh yeah,
Tracy
Dick Tracy.
was filmed like a comic book. Scene
Yeah, it
by
was.
scene.
Yeah.
So you watching it, and in that scene, action happens. You move on to the next scene, action happens. The thing about this movie is, I felt that way. Like, all right, I don't need to re-watch this movie because now I'm only want to know what's gonna happen next because he gave us enough. Like I said, it's not an intro movie. I don't need to be like I'm looking for some dramatic change in him.
Yeah.
It's more or less he figures his shit out. He finds his motivations or whatever, and now whatever they put him in next, or whoever he's working with next, I would like to see that put together.
Right, I can
You
see
know
that.
what
I
I'm
can see
saying?
that. And I
That's
think
what I'm saying.
I think this run out. I think the way that DC's trying to do it is great though. Anyway, because I feel like what Marvel was doing, and if James Gunn didn't see this or whatever, how I see it, Marvel's run became really big because they were able to. They started actually giving you lore, as the movies were going.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they were pretty much like, before you get to the next movie, let me tell you who Thanos is and do all this kind of shit, whatever. What DC is doing is like, they already in the movie.
But
you know what I'm saying? So now we should do the work
And
they're doing a lot of show, not tell.
But the reason why it makes sense, and this is the one thing I've been said, even when DC said that they was gonna do the DC extended universe, and while I was a little bit okay with it because they started off going dark, but they kind of went off the rails. I was saying, I always said Marvel and DC feel different. That's the main thing on it. I always said that. And I was like, so with Marvel, in the world that they established with the MCU, yes, we're in. Okay, I'll hear where we're at. We don't got a retcon. Let's just get these stories the right way and connect them how we want to. But with DC, I like how they're doing it because it feels like something different. Because look at, I am a DC fanboy, but DC haven't given me in the film department what I like, and so that's why it kind of seems like I'm more Marvel over DC. But I've always been a DC fanboy over Marvel, and so I like that things are feeling different.
I was gonna say to that point. Obviously, this is already a lived-in world. We're sort of seeing also the difference of a studio that has all their characters from the jump, versus a studio that's getting their characters piecemealed in every so often.
Oh, we should take this podcast. Let Superman sort it out.
Because that is really good to be able to have that, because you got to think. They gave us Guy Gardner, Mr. Terrific, and Hawkman. I keep on bringing it back.
Imagine having
a lot of people, the average comic book person, you say,
they gonna know that.
Yeah, we got a Green Lantern. So you got the white guy or the black guy. Well, we got the white guy. And then they see Guy Gardner, they're like, who the hell is this guy?
I mean, I feel like,
you feel what I'm saying? I just saw Hawkman in, you know what I'm saying? What's the name? In Black Adam. People don't know this type of stuff. So
I just feel like I had actually had an epiphany moment or a light bulb moment when I was watching just random reels. Or whatever, just about like video games, from my old Marvel games, video games. And you have to, there's been so many games, and I know personally for myself that I played where I'm fighting a villain where I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this nigga. I just like Wolverine. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like there's so many moments that this artwork or this, like these things have been made with characters you just don't know about. Because all you're gonna do is pick who you like anyway.
Yeah. Well,
in
it
the
gives
show.
you so much more freedom. Like, imagine a world where the Superman movie came out and they used Guy Gardner because they had to, because they didn't have the rights to Hal Jordan.
Yeah.
Like now it's like, okay, we use Guy Gardner, and here's why. This what makes it fun.
Yeah. Like, not that it makes it fun. You can make things make sense because it's the lore, right?
Yeah.
You gotta think, Marvel did so many things where it's like, all right, well, we got the rights to this, so this person is really doing the version of this person. But in this one, we're not like, no, Guy Gardner was really in this storyline. We, we can use him. He might not be the focus of our Green Lantern project that we do. I know.
Clearly he's not.
I'm just saying, but
I
I'm
agree.
saying,
Like that's the thing.
Talking it out, they can be like, look, we can bring him in, give him a quick moment to shine, and get into what our real Green Lantern is.
He's going to be in it.
I know he's going to be in it though. Yeah,
but I can agree with that. Like I feel like that works.
They don't have to make up lore. They can be like, the liberties that they can take is like, all right, we can expand, we can kind of make things make a little bit more sense, but we don't have to change a whole lore origin because
that's actually hilarious. Because when you think about,
because now it's like, well, why did you use Guy Gardner? Lanterns is coming out. We know it's going to be Hal and John.
Yeah.
This guy appeared. It's like,
but I mean, it is hilarious when you think about that, because now if you actually like look at like. They had to make an MC, you know what I'm saying? Because of just the contracts and shit. Like you had to make. You're trying to do this Marvel thing, but you don't have none of these like full let out. You have to make your own cinematic universe. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where DC can really be. You just finna get DC. Like it's just DC. Like there's no rights that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Other than Static Shock thing, that's you know what I'm saying.
Well, James gonna talk about that. That's not necessarily. Everybody. It is and it isn't sort of. I won't not James Gunn, but just Warner Brothers' fault. That obviously Static is a milestone character.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So like those rights is just all over
the
place.
They don't want to pay. They just don't want to pay niggas no money.
Go watch Milestone Generations. Trust me, if you watch that, you will learn a lot about the history about Static and Milestone, and also why we don't have a live action.
How much of that is they don't want to pay for Static versus Milestone being like, well, if you bring in Static, you got to bring in everybody.
They want to bring in their universe.
So like I think you got to figure Milestone probably wants a universe.
Like, why don't we?
So originally,
like my thing.
So I don't know how
I go. If you go back to Milestone Generation, originally when DC acquired Milestone, the goal plan was everything was to work them effortlessly into the DC, right? And then but throughout rights and everything of that nature, it was always they wanted to partner where DC wanted to own. And so they was like, all right, well, fine, and we'll just do the partnership. So it's pretty much Tom Holland, right?
Dwayne McDuffie.
When Dwayne McDuffie passed, then it kind of like conversations kind of stopped. But then they like, well, we still want to make this work. And so it's like it's up in the air.
Why won't Marvel jump on this? Like, I mean, damn,
because it's already established in DC.
Fuck all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he a black dude. He can do the fuck he want to. You know what I'm saying? LeBron switched teams. You know what I'm saying? Like
their relaunch. I don't even know if any of those. I don't even know if any of those runs are still going.
So, like I said, they was going to relaunch it.
They started the relaunch back in like 2020.
That's when they did Milestone Generation. That was part of their relaunch.
And so, but I think by now, I don't know if any of those are still going.
So we don't know what's going on with it right now.
Milestone and DC, they have such a weird relationship.
I don't know what I feel like the bad thing DC don't see even in that space is that's a really good melting pot for new and upcoming directors and writers. You know what I'm saying? If you like, all right, we're gonna take y'all in and we're gonna use all these young new people to kind of like create these shows or whatever.
But you gotta think who if James Gunn was at the head of DC, based off of what I guarantee that James Gunn would get that done. It's what because here's the thing.
Who's running DC?
That's what I said. That's what I mean when I say DC. Because James Gunn can let's say James Gunn try to do what you say and say, you know what, I'm gonna make it work. DC Comics can step and say, no, he's not part of our universe. Don't put him in our movie.
Right. They probably
what I'm saying? So like I said, whoever's head of DC Comics had to get to that table and say, all right, let's make this happen.
Yeah, because I'm wondering, like, granted, like Deuce is saying, like, how much of that does he still have to go through? Like, I'm sure they're like, look, of all of our DC characters, you got free rent.
Yeah.
But when you start having to add like DC adjacent, I could fully see the head of Warner Brothers being like, well, you gotta consult the head of the actual DC of the comics.
Oh, I mean, I can see that. Yeah. Because but because I feel like in that space too, because like if we're gonna bring this person in, the lore and everything has to kind of go into the infrastructure of that company.
Now they're probably gonna want to do comic books off of it. Then, like you said,
like are we finna do a press run? Are we finna do a run with this new character? Like we finna. So I get that. There's a lot more to take on. I said in my mind, it's an opportunity for up and coming people to take over that spot. Like you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, again, like I said, the issue is, and then this is where Milestone kind of, like I said, painted themselves in the box. Is that when Dwayne McDuffie created it, he had intentions on getting on DC. He wanted his character to be a DC character. So he wrote it open-ended so it can fit into the mold. But then when DC acquired it, they started integrating Static with DC characters and everything and stuff like that. So the box that they painted in is that you already established Static in this world, interacting with DC characters, talking with DC characters, sometimes buddying up with DC characters. You can't just throw them into Marvel. The only other thing is somebody would have to be like, all right, fuck it, we just doing the Milestone universe, because they created enough characters. They can create their own pocket universe and they can do their own thing.
I mean, I'm mad at the same thing. Like, I mean, I
somebody got to believe.
I love Milestone, but it's like I feel like at this point in time, we should have definitely had. If you can't get it done by DC and Marvel, you should be doing this on your own.
I wonder also how much of it is, in the case of DC, is they're like, we want Static. We don't want everybody.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's it. I do believe that's it. They don't want.
It's the money that you spend on characters you don't want and you can't develop.
Right.
The way you don't do.
But there's also
like you
I'm not saying
I get what you mean.
You don't want to because that was your initial investment.
You're right.
First.
I know, but I feel like Static is a big enough character like Spider-Man that is like, is it worth the investment? So you got Marvel really had a shit deal, and the MCU really had a shit deal with Sony. Right, yeah, but it was worth the investment. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're gonna make so much money that fuck it, we're gonna roll with it. So I feel like DC, you look at the stat, I'm like, I get what you're saying, but it was like, I feel like Static has the potential to be worth.
Static definitely,
but also depending on what you put like in right now.
He would become one of their,
especially for younger.
I'm saying, but right now there's no place for it right now.
Everybody else. Like I think DC messed up at is like they couldn't get the shows right, because if you got the shows right, they were becoming hits. Like the
you talking about the live action? Okay,
the live action. The animated is definitely winning until they just did the whole.
Yeah, that last Crisis.
The last one was trash.
That last Crisis was like, ooh, they did not stick
Crisis Part 3.
I got it over with.
You really did one and die and kill it.
Right. That first one was so dope.
Part 2.
But then
Who could have been done though?
You know
When
what
I was done with 2, I was like,
was that me that they shot that horse?
The horse?
The horse. So that's the problem where DC messed up. It was like, and I think I saw a documentary on this. Somebody was doing, where they was talking about this. It was like they losing money. They did when they lost money doing Titans, doing
they don't talk about Titans.
Commandos, but
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol was good.
It was good. They lost money doing it.
I think they lost money on that because
I didn't think they definitely did.
I think
Titans
because Titans was the more vocal, the more known property.
But it was also the one that Titans got everybody hyped with that trailer.
But Titans already had a name.
Everybody was like, come on.
We already had Teen Titans. Titans already had a name and longevity.
Yeah, and I think that's how
To
it
just,
hurt
like,
Doom
finally
Patrol.
get live
Because
action.
like you said,
We was let
everybody
down.
was ready for Titans.
We was let
That's
down
the
by
one that's
Titans.
getting people, and Titans was trash. You like, bro, Doom Patrol finna be trash. I ain't even gonna watch.
Yeah, I got something.
That was almost me.
Yeah.
That was almost me.
My thing is like with Peacemaker is a good show.
Yep.
Now, if they can continue a run of good live action, maybe in the future they can do somewhere they can get a slew. Because that's what Marvel wanted. When they got, Jessica Jones and all them, it was easy to be like, yeah, get them a series.
So
just throw it out there as something to fill that void of us not having a movie. Where when you do that with DC, it's only the animated movies we look for and not a big arc.
So you wouldn't just.
I'm not saying Marvel was just taking chances, right?
Yeah.
Jessica Jones, they put that shit on the PlayStation Network.
I wonder how much that was Netflix though. Oh no, that was on PlayStation Network. Then it wasn't Netflix.
But wait,
Yeah.
but to change and Pitch's point, DC is, and to Pedro's point, DC's new ownership is really getting in their way because you know what? I didn't watch Peacemaker at first because of how trash Suicide Squad was, right? And then
You talking about the second?
I didn't like both of them.
Yeah, he ain't like both of them back. Which is crazy.
The second one is better. The second one is better to me, but they both was trash, right?
I ain't gonna hold you. I like the first one better.
But you gotta think.
You crazy.
Like I said, the reason why a lot of people didn't watch Peacemaker at first because a lot of people didn't like Suicide Squad. A lot of people didn't watch
Doom Patrol
at
sure,
first because people didn't like Titans. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And then the reason why the movie started really going down because like I said, people was hyped at first, and then like, we got trash after trash after trash, and it was like,
I mean, the Center for Flash and all that.
Those
Yeah.
last 3 movies, I know you like Flash, but people didn't like Flash. People didn't like Black Adam. People didn't like that last Wonder Woman. It's because it was going.
The last Wonder Woman was ass paper.
It was.
But
people didn't like the second Aquaman. Like people,
The second Aquaman was also
trash.
trash.
It started going down. That people. That's why people was like even going in. People was excited about James Gunn and this, but there was apprehensions. People was like, y'all ain't getting shit right. Yeah.
I think it's a studio. Yeah.
But I also feel like what we saying, like what I'm saying from like the more rights that DC has, or James Gunn is using with the actual rights, like all those the movies that we don't like was DC trying DCU.
Yeah.
Like we gonna create these, we gonna do MCU did. We're gonna do what Marvel did.
And they were trying to, and they were trying to
like
fast track
our movie story.
And they was trying to fast track.
Yeah.
They didn't want to build.
They also didn't have people in place. Like the whole messed up part about what happened with the split Black Adam. Even Shazam was like, you had people in place at one moment that was like, okay, yep, green light this, we're doing this. You can get this, you got full control, we got you.
Yeah.
And then midway through production, hey, we're changing our mind. We're going to do different things.
Too many cooks in the
But I mean, because it'd be a success of an MCU movie that they like, damn, these niggas making money creating a story, bro. Like, this ain't even part of the comic book.
It wasn't even that deep. It was like, because they started that with the Nolan verse where they like, we going to be just like them.
But Nolan didn't want to do anything else after Batman. Once he finished his Batman trilogy,
they wanted him back so bad.
But he didn't want. He was like, I did my Batman trilogy. I'm done. So that's when they started getting the different directors. But I think now they finally realized what hiring James Gunn is. You can have all the different directors. You needed somebody who is going to steer the ship.
You need a through line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you're doing this, but this is what it needs to match for our overarching story.
Right.
And that was MCU.
Yeah.
That's how they did it well.
I
Yeah.
understand.
And see, but that's what The Rock wanted to be. And they told him, well, think about it. And they hired Gunn. So that's the
But I didn't want Rock running no goddamn DC.
Look, The Rock.
I hear you. Listen,
He was trying to have it Fast and Furious. Like, it's just like, I'm gonna get back up in this. Like,
because he was supposed to have a Superman fight.
Well, yeah, they lied to him. They lied to him. I know what you're about to say, but it's not The Rock's fault. So here's the thing: The Rock's personality, who he is, yes, he definitely strong armed his way and said, "Hey, let's do this," right? But whoever was in charge shouldn't have told him yes, and that's his fault.
The Rock make a lot of money.
I know.
That's all they.
But no. Don't tell him yes if you're not gonna follow through. Because at last minute it was like, all right, because they told him Henry Cavill and The Rock confirmed. They said yes, you are back.
But it wasn't going to be. It wasn't going. So to that point, I can tell you exactly. I know what happened with that one because you can see the writing on the wall clear as day. They did. They definitely told The Rock because they saw dollar signs.
Yeah.
So they definitely told The Rock, yeah, we'll get you to fight Superman. You want Henry Cavill to be Superman? Perfect. That first week came out and they saw them numbers. And they was like, actually, Rock. They didn't even say Rock. That's actually Dwayne. We could go in a separate direction.
But what do you think is going? That's What do you think is going to happen when you tell The Rock you got the keys? You can do this.
Right.
I get you.
that's what I'm saying. But I also feel like, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like Black Adam was kind of like that catalyst. Like, all right, we're definitely wiping all this shit out. Because at this point, you just. Yeah, because I feel like at that point,
I think it was Flash.
No, Black Adam to me was because to me Black Adam 2.
No, yeah, Shazam 2 was.
I ain't even watched Shazam 2.
No,
Shazam 2
we're done with this. We're done with all of this.
Like,
It was no point of it.
But Shazam to me was no point of it.
Well, Shazam,
But that was a press run rock like so the give me a Shazam movie. And they like, fuck it, let's get a nigga Shazam movie.
You know, it was already starting to go. It was already starting to dwindle. And then I think Shazam 2, they had like 4 movies coming out that year. They had because they had Shazam 2, Black Adam. No, Wonder Woman came out the year before that.
Okay.
But it was Shazam 2, Black Adam, Blue Beetle,
and Flash.
So they had, they was like.
Flash was a year before that, I thought.
I feel
like it was a year.
Flash was
Blue Beetle. I thought was after.
Blue Beetle was the last.
Blue
Beetle's the last movie.
But so
Blue Beetle
I
kept
think it was
getting
like a
pushed.
calendar year.
It kept getting pushed too.
Also true.
Either way, the reason why I thought it was the Flash.
Blue Beetle was the actual last movie.
I thought that was that Hail Mary, like we jumping. I thought that was that Hail Mary, like we jumping into the multiverse. Listen, we can rewind this.
Comment. The hierarchy of power definitely did change.
Which movie?
The hierarchy of power did change.
Yeah,
The Rock technically was right.
Technically, The Rock was right. Yeah.
Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I feel like it's a clean play because I got all that old shit was them really like I feel like MCU like all the niggas the Marvel execs were laughing their ass off at DC because it's like, bro, y'all are just trying any and everything to compete with us. You know what I'm saying?
But see, I think that was also their closing.
Wait,
they were closing.
I got one question and we get recommendations.
Okay.
When they did most of them, like I think Blue Beetle was supposed to be a segue movie. But
that ended up being the best out of all the last.
It was, like I said.
I think Flash was supposed to be an end chapter movie. Like you met the I Need Friends Ezra, and now you got the I Got Friends Ezra. Like that's what I really.
Oh, you think it was supposed to be like a transition?
Yeah, this was showing his maturity because it was a fast track through him learning the Speed Force.
So I got a question for you.
Oh, here go the dates.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
2022.
And then we can get into recommendations.
So, okay, yeah, those were the last 4. I just had the order wrong.
So because you've been very vocal about how much you like the Flash.
The movie,
yeah.
The last movie?
Or the character too, yeah.
I love the character. That's one of my favorite DC characters. The Flash movie or the Superman movie? Which one do you got?
So that's the odd thing. This movie, I feel like would have been like I like the Flash more because I feel like the Flash gave us the backstory for him and his girl. They gave us the backstory for his dad. They gave us the relationship between them. They gave us so many things that we didn't get from Justice League or from any other movie where he starred in, or you know, it's like he didn't get a series. So we don't get all that from his past. We got his past and we got the future. So you tied it all up and you kind of ended it where it needed to be ended. Where Aquaman, they didn't do that. So
No. Okay,
what I'm saying in the sense of like what DC does, they don't do that. This movie, Superman didn't not move the needle for me with him. It was a character development arc, but I feel like it just wasn't enough for how long the movie was. Like, I feel like there was too many expanded spaces where they were having dialogue where it could have been something else. You know what I'm saying? So
that's a wild take. I wanted to get this.
Flash is better because it was like they did their they did their dialogue with Smack. How he got created, how we saw him go through the reenactment with his secondary, like with the clone or whatever, not the clone, but with his past self. We never saw that. You never saw that unless you probably watched the Flash TV show or the cartoon movie. But with this Superman, it was like y'all give us a little bit, and even like the healing part, y'all gave us like what 75%. He didn't even let him be fully healthy to go through the whole process. Even at the end where they do it again, you still don't see the whole process. So it's like,
it's young Superman.
Well, he left in the middle. They were trying to get him. He left.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's fucking Superman. Bro.
Listen, they wrote it this way, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I get that.
They forced a lot of things because it was like he said, he loses fight, he right into the thing. He get a little bit healed. He right, like Goku.
But I mean,
it's like Goku versus Cell. Like,
but I mean, that's what I'm saying though.
But I'm only gonna give you half this motherfucker, and then you back in the fight.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying though.
That's categorically Superman. It wasn't like he left to go fucking be Clark Kent. He left because there was.
I'm not knocking that. I'm not knocking that. That's why I said I'm not knocking Superman.
But I don't get.
No, you like the writer.
But that's what even.
But I'm
saying that's not bad, right? That is writing even.
But
I mean, what I want to say,
I was to get into Flash or the Flash Superman. Yeah.
But I mean, even what you said, I was saying, like the Goku thing is like we know Goku now, but you can also look at Goku in old, like, but what the fuck is you do?
That's why I said it's and you can keep saying it. It doesn't sound like Superman. I don't feel like Superman. Because you keep saying this is stupid, but these are stuff that are categorically Superman. These are stuff that are Superman throughout. Hold on, let me finish. These are stuff that are Superman throughout multiple runs, even runs that you would call good. These are.
Do you feel they could have done it better?
Wrote it better. Like we think about
it. Not, and look, I'm not saying Superman depicted better. I'm saying the things that I'm pointing out, the moments in the movie. Do you think they could have been done better?
So the scene,
the scene question that you're talking about, him leaving early, no, because that's exactly what he would do in that situation. We've seen it time and time again.
Because I just gave him some bad news in the bed, like, bro, nigga still dying. You woke up like, whoa, I'm up now.
I kind of disagree. But you're a deeper Superman comic book fan. I'm just saying, I look at it from the standpoint like Superman was.
So give me this question: what would have happened if he waited to 100%?
No, so it was that. So here's the thing.
Well, they were literally in the middle.
So that's what I was gonna say.
Equated the city being
equated to a boxing match. To me, that was just him going in the corner getting the Gatorade. Yes, you got that Gatorade ain't gonna get you back 100%, but the fight is still happening. That's what I mean. That's how I picture it.
But
because you've been wear down. You've been wear down.
Yeah. When you see it, right? This is how fast it is. The nigga steps into the thing. 5 seconds later, bro, he gets 75%.
Well, it wasn't 5 seconds.
It was.
He has a hyperbolic shape or something?
No.
They put the thing.
They put like a super sun. Like it got like a thing. Like
how long was it that he was under the direct sunlight?
Realistically, it was at least like 5 minutes. He had to go through that first portion of the conversation from his parents.
Yeah. And
you're right. It is a little bit of a time, but it's still not a lot of time where you could have waited a few more minutes, bro.
But again,
that's what you
going back to the
hey, shout out.
But going back to the very beginning of the movie, during the part we seen in the trailer, people were going to die. That's what he's thinking.
Oh, my mama, you is. That's what. Hey, that is perfect. That was perfect. That was perfect. Yeah. If it's like you gotta be somewhere, you can call it. Hey, I'm trying to finish my charge real quick.
Like, let me get this last little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
maybe because he's not colored, fam. Y'all ask if you on 2%. Your ass ain't leaving the house till you on 10 while y'all talking.
I mean, that's 10 too. 2 and 10.
You leaving the house with no charger on 2%?
You ain't no charger.
Bro.
I will take a charger.
Superman got no charger on the road.
But
ain't nobody bringing
it. 210 and 75% is really big numbers.
When he got there, he probably was at 10, 15.
He got his speed. That nigga was fucked up.
Yeah.
He was
okay. So getting to 80% is a solid charge, G.
You could have waited 2 more minutes.
80% is a solid charge.
Look, bro, I'm like this, right? Let's say your femur cracked. the ribs crack, nigga. You got a fucked up vertebrae.
It's such a
And
wild
they tell
argument.
you,
It's like, you
chill
get
for
about,
15 minutes,
baby.
bro. 15 minutes, you straight, right? This nigga waited 12 minutes.
Hey, cause
Just fucking wait the 3 minutes,
all
bro.
you needed was the broken bones fixed, bro.
That's bullshit.
Like Deucey said, and to Digit's point, it's a boxing round. You get 60 seconds in between rounds, whether or not you are at 100%. What's that bell?
Because you hoping them niggas that ain't 60. Niggas like, they been fighting still. You know what I'm saying?
Technically, it didn't make sense.
Technically,
Tactically, no,
No.
tactically.
And that's fair.
Tactically.
That's fair to
Because you
say.
don't got backup.
but he's young Superman.
Honestly,
It's
he
Superman.
could be old man Superman.
Superman.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back.
your shit off.
Look, we was about to come.
No,
I
I just put Vaseline on my lips. That was dry. But again, it goes back to what I keep saying. It's just all he sees is
I gotta say, everybody.
I gotta say
Yeah.
I have to do what's right, and what's right at this moment. Maybe to you, fair. You feel like he should have healed up, so it would have been a better fight. But in his mind
I know you
is
can see me, dude.
what's right. What's
Yo,
right
bro.
in this moment
Listen
is
to
for
your
me
mouth, bro.
to get back into this.
It's really, I'm really more shocked at this guy because it's like, this is like almost every hero's trope. Naruto's done it.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
it's
that's
just
what I said.
every hero's trope. Like,
Also,
Them niggas got backup.
but also you gotta think of a cocky nigga too.
No, this
Hey,
is-
if I'm the most powerful nigga, I think
But you
80%.
not, nigga.
He don't know that
You
yet.
do.
This is first time.
That's what we're talking about. This is the first time you ever lost a fight.
He's like,
Right.
he's like,
I'm in my chest, nigga. I'm in my bag.
and also I'm thinking like, nigga, fuck that 80% of me, nigga. I still can make this shit happen. What you talking about, nigga?
Like, if you
First time I
think,
ever lost a fight.
like I think even taking that into consideration of watching the movie, like when I watch, when I see it, and even understand that space of just like, it's really the catalyst of this movie that we going into is this nigga lost his very first fight.
Yeah,
Like that's
but
really that. You know what I'm saying?
Look, dog. What bothered me?
We gotta get
He
the
did not
recommendations.
call
We
for
do.
help. He never called for help.
Who ain't
until
gonna
the
call?
end. No,
Ghostbusters.
Listen. No. This is the wild part. He had niggas to call. He had niggas he could call.
They were
He
on
did not
scene.
want to call them.
They were on scene.
They were already there.
Watching. Them niggas was, man, hell that shit. Like, nigga, hey, help.
And that
Yeah, I meant to watch
nigga
it.
just like
Like-
Superman out the sky. You finna.
If I'm the man, if you just saw the
Bro.
most powerful nigga lose,
Watch Invincible, know how rap niggas feel about, hey, that nigga lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've already watched Invincible. We've already seen.
I don't feel like Mr. Terrific fucked that way now. Honestly. I
He
feel like
might
he
have.
I feel like Mr. Terrific had the bravado at the moment to be like, and y'all had if y'all asked me to do something.
last thing
over.
before we get the recommendation, because I can't wait till you watch this movie for this moment.
Apparently.
For this moment, because Mr. Perfect is the best. Because at one
Wait,
point,
he's the favorite character in the
so
movie.
at one point, Superman, you know, he trying to be Superman, trying to make sure he don't kill nobody. But there's obviously something running rampage. Mr. Rick over, he's like, all right, man, how you want to handle this? He's like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way that we can like do this peacefully. He looked at him like, literally left with the other niggas who get it big. Like, hey, let's take him down, bro.
No, the one scene where he's trying to catch his breath. He trying to catch his breath after the fight, and bro come in like, bro, yo, get your shit.
I laughed so hard because it was like Superman really like, okay, I'm trying to figure out a way we can do this peacefully, and we take it to like a sanctuary.
He like, he trying to take like shit to a zoo.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you saying, like, with Superman is still so naive in his space that everybody, like, he's there, but you got the heroes are truly fully accepted as a nigga yet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
they showed that aspect in here too.
yeah, so that's what
All
I'm
right,
saying.
recommendations, man. We gotta get recommendations.
Apparently Superman.
Well, I did have two recommendations. Go ahead, so you always lead.
Oh, okay, yeah. One, listen to the Clips album.
Yes.
Listen to the
that was
motherfucking
mine.
Clips
Yeah.
album. If you love hip hop, or if you want to get into like, I want to learn more about like what
Pusha
hip
T, you
hop.
know where Pusha T origins came from. If you that young,
Yes.
If
Yeah.
you that young, you're saying.
And then I just finished this season of Windbreaker. And I know we already recommended it, but I'm saying if you haven't watched the latest season of Windbreaker, or you haven't gotten into Windbreaker, finish Windbreaker. Windbreaker is so fucking good.
I got two recommendations. Obviously, one is for sure Superman. We've talked enough about it, so you could tell how much I love the movie.
Right.
The second one is this Godzilla manga I was just started. It's called Godzilla Galaxy. Is it Origins? See, Galaxy Odyssey. They call it Godzilla Go. Like everywhere I read it, it's a different take because I can't tell. I just started, so I don't know if Godzilla is also an alien, but for sure there are alien kaiju.
Do Godzilla got the most iterations of his IP?
Probably.
I think
feel
so.
like there's a new Godzilla property. Like
It's crazy,
bro.
Like,
If it's animated,
Why do you niggas care about this big ass lizard so that bad?
well, I
Because he wanted to-
He don't even talk. Like,
Bro,
is there a Godzilla? Is there a talking Godzilla IP?
I
Like,
ain't never seen.
yeah, like,
But the manga is dope. Like I said, I don't know for sure yet, and we'll find out. There's only like been 4 issues. But there's an alien kaiju that dropped. And so, everybody freaking out because they're like, oh shit, kaiju.
Yeah.
They already are terrified of Godzilla. But on typical Godzilla shit, he's like, bro, is this somebody new in my territory? Hold up.
That's why I love Godzilla so much. Godzilla is all about, hey, don't act like you that nigga in my town, because then now you gotta see me.
The funniest part
I love that about
the first
Godzilla.
issue, it ends with the kaiju, like I said, dropping the earth. They all freaking out. Godzilla ain't nowhere to be seen. They like, oh my god, wait, it's something else. Like we see other Earth, and it's like, wait, no, it's Godzilla. He heading towards this. And so it really felt like it dropped. Destroyed one of the things. Godzilla was like, I know I didn't feel a vibration.
Godzilla always goes to smoke.
is Godzilla like any? I know he got some comments on that too. Is he DC?
No, Godzilla is.
Godzilla.
I mean, I feel like I thought we had some kind of like American license for
Well, no,
Legendary
Godzilla.
Pictures do like all the movies.
Yeah, but Godzilla
think-
just cross over with everybody.
Cause I feel like even in the sense of how we stand in Superman, like how like he fights kaijus. Has there ever been a run with Superman and Godzilla?
Godzilla versus there's Godzilla versus the Justice League.
Yeah, just
is it?
Yeah, but he's like turtles. Like
he's fought. I'm pretty sure he's fought the Avengers, Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
Like,
the Godzilla is my favorite.
he fought the Power Rangers.
That's unnecessary.
Yeah, because they had the Dragon Sword against Godzilla.
Dragonzord got his ass kicked.
As he should.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
I can't remember he won the second time.
The fact that I don't say like it always throws me like it's a comic book run with a thing that can't say nothing. It's like I said, like, and we got Groot, we got Jeff.
But he
Like-
knows jujitsu and taekwondo.
Does he?
That's how he wins against monsters. You ever know the flips? Go back and watch Kong versus Godzilla.
I watched the old movie that apparently he can go on that back tail. Apparently.
Was it Ultraman? I think they got a
Godzilla versus Ultraman.
But that's full karate and with the little arms.
Dog.
Even in all of those though, it's the same premise. Somebody do some shit, and it's just too much. And
Right.
Godzilla come out.
So Godzilla watching American TV learning martial arts. And you wait for it. Like, I've been waiting to try this shit out.
Come on my block. And like he that nigga.
That's why he be radio action. Oh, I've been waiting on this. Like, so,
But yeah, those are my 2 recommendations: Superman and Godzilla, Galaxy Odyssey.
mine will be, of course, Clips.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be Clips. And actually, Justin Bieber album. That'll be my 2, actually. Justin Bieber album.
How you feel about Justin Bieber dissing Clips?
What you mean, this Clips?
He posted his a screenshot of his album. He said this is the only album that matters. He said any album that's not this album doesn't matter. This album is 100% better than the Clips album, and tag Clips.
Justin Bieber.
Because I think the funny thing about that, I didn't see that. I think you have to listen to the album.
Then he deleted it. It was a post and delete.
You have to listen to the album because I said he has skits with Drewski where he like, bro, bro, I know you and I know you be trolling like here. Like, they had this talk like, I know you be trolling, have your whatever and shit like that. So it's like, I feel like Justin Even's album and talking in his moment, he was just like, bro, I'm really just as human as everybody else. I don't really give
somebody impersonated his name.
Oh, can I be him?
So why is that there? Because so they probably got it before people are posting.
This with the second look.
So
This with the second look. You know what I'm saying?
because to be fair, I used to do community notes on Twitter before it was X. So like when that shit pop up,
You be like,
I
you
used to be
like,
I hate this
I
information.
never knew that about this.
I hate when niggas lie for clout. So when they sent me when it was Twitter, they was like, hey, you want to do community notes? I was 100%.
you was a piece of shit.
I hate niggas who spread lies for clout. So when it became X, I more, but I'm still in that community.
Yeah.
This one, they haven't shown it to the X at large yet because they hadn't gotten enough votes to say, yeah, it's right. But, yeah, apparently some dude changed his name to like, he probably put like Justin and like I with, you know,
lowercase
like a lowercase L or whatever. And so everybody just saw that. And they like, oh, Justin Bieber done posted some
like
shit.
you said, when I first saw
his profile picture and everything.
When I first saw it, I thought it was fake. Then all the official accounts posted. I was like, oh shit, I guess it was real.
No, yeah.
This is why niggas needed to be doing like
community notes.
But you know, this is why niggas need to be doing community notes because niggas lie for clout.
But no, yeah, bro. First run through, I feel like Teddy Riley produced this whole album. Like it's the vibes.
That is a huge.
The vibe is so 80s, so like real, like it's a cleanest vibe. I'm not even saying I'm not a Justin Bieber fan, but I've never really listened to a whole album. You know, he does dropped it.
Okay,
so like, but I'm like the first songs this nigga trying to rap like or sing like Ralph Tresvant or Teddy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really like, bro. I'm like it's definitely some really. It's a palate cleanser.
Hey, shout out Ralph Tresvant. He fuck with the pod.
It's a palate cleanser of sorts. Like when you listen to a lot of music. So that's definitely gonna be mine. It's been a lot of the music that dropped. Yeah. Actually last week. Yeah, and that's what threw you off. Yeah. Nothing like that. It's one song that's like, okay.
Bro, the genre is called Sophistopop.
I fuck with it. I fuck with it. You listen to it. Listen to it.
I got recommendations. Yeah. The first one I got is my OG one, right? It's it's been 47 and a half hours of professional wrestling this week, including today. Nice. 47 and a half hours of professional wrestling. So there's been wrestling on every single day this week.
Fire.
So find something that you like and consume that shit and enjoy that shit. They got the all women's PLE on today. Evolution, they had a Saturday night main event yesterday. It was also All In Texas. New Japan had something going on Friday. ROH had something going on Friday. TNA's been going crazy. So it's like literally something out there for everybody. And then I've been on, Brittany and I've been on a movie tear. We've been through the movies, I think 4 times so far this year.
Nice.
This month.
Y'all still ain't see 28 years later?
I did.
I can't wait to talk to you then.
I did. But I want to recommend Megan 2.0. We went and saw that on, I think, Thursday, one of those 2 days. But that shit was dope. It was.
You liked it?
Yeah. I didn't like it.
You liked it too?
Nah.
I mean, I saw that dude was like, the dude made it was like, I mean, it was decent.
I like the first one. And I think that's why I didn't like this one because the genre flip.
Yeah, no, but
she was super smart.
I get what you're saying, but I like the aspect because it made sense to me. You know what I mean?
I wasn't expecting another horror movie.
Yeah.
And I was like,
so you didn't see the commercials at all?
I did, but I still was like, y'all, because your commercials for was it Barbarian? Remember the commercials for that? Yeah. So I'm like, they got me doing the Barbarian shit on it. I was like, they not.
They not doing that.
Like if you really paid attention to the first movie, it was that. It wasn't, you know what I mean? They played on it being a horror movie, but it was a lot more comedy in it than most people realize.
Fair.
Oh no, I didn't. No, the one was campy. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for the campiness. Like to me, it was a B movie Chucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so I enjoyed, but like the genre flip was like, I'm not watching this. What the fuck is y'all doing? Like you know what I'm saying?
I feel like if I watch it a second time now, knowing be able to appreciate it more, but I definitely was the first
time.
I
don't watch it. I mean, I'm watching something strange.
I watched Meg. I was so confused when I saw the trailer for Meg 2. I said, wait, was she always doing all this shit?
Like,
I was so confused. I was so confused.
Like, I was in that motherfucker chuckling. Like, dog, I don't think I'm supposed to be laughing this much, but I think I was supposed to be laughing that much. And then my last one, there's Batman Ninja versus the Yakuza League.
Oh yeah,
I was about to watch it last night.
Yeah, I gotta watch. I still gotta watch that.
I like it.
That's different.
That's the follow up to Batman Ninja, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why, and I kept thinking it was. I watched it and like, bro, it's too prominent on my thing. Like I saw this.
That's why I didn't watch it earlier today because I'm like, bro,
did I watch it? Yeah, I was like, dog.
I thought so too, and but it wasn't versus the Yakuza League. Like that was a different part.
I just remembering names. So I was like, damn, I don't remember that part.
I threw it on while I was like scheduling clips, and I was like, oh shit, this is actually pretty dope.
King?
I guess I go with 2. So Murderbot just finished up.
Murderbot's fire.
Finale.
Murderbot who?
Murderbot is fire.
Yeah, Murder Bot is.
Murder Bot.
It's a story for your life. And then I got a new anime that actually just hit Crunchyroll that I checked out. Guy Chikula.
Oh, that's also
yeah. I hear
I
great things about it. I haven't watched it yet.
Where it go?
Gotcha. It's like Gotcha Akuna.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. It stay on the top screen.
Yeah.
Like
But I tell you, that shit is so good. It's just the 2 episodes that I've watched so far.
Yeah.
Watch today's episode.
Bro, setting him up good. That's
Really?
what I'm talking about. And you know, the first episode does set up the second episode. So, like, everything that you look at, like, oh, that's gonna be something. And the second episode, it turns.
I just finished my goddamn Butler, so I'm on.
I watched the first episode yesterday, actually, and I was like, "Damn, I need to watch the second episode before," because I was doing a recommendation. And then I read the Godzilla manga this morning. But I was like, "Damn, I need to watch the second episode." And just completely forgot.
Yeah, them 2. Also, go see Jurassic Park, man. Because I went and saw it last week. I enjoyed it. Like I feel like people gave it not a fair shot. I think it is the most.
I didn't watch. I told you.
Jurassic Park out of all of them, but I also like the way they set it up to where it does put it in a different space. They're in a space where people are tired of dinosaurs. And
As it should be.
I disagree.
No, I want to see it because I
disagree so much. Me and King this conversation.
Yeah, we talked about this, but I feel personally when you look at it from a certain aspect, right? Like deer. At some point, deer were like, "Oh man, there's deer running through the hood, and it's deer everywhere." But when you have a skyscraper walking through your hood, or holding up traffic, or stepping on your school, or whatever, right? Eventually, which I think will be faster than we think. Niggas gonna get tired of this, and that perspective was interesting to me because at no point did I ever think that they would take it as far as they did in the movie, but they took it so far where it was like, bro, we don't even want to see this shit.
See, I like Jurassic World. The one reason that I was telling King is like, I didn't agree with that because I said there's still zoos out here. We see lions, people go outside, and there's always new kids. I said, let's say when in the 90s you went to Jurassic World, right? Mm-hmm. Now you 2020, you have kids. They're going to want to see those same dinosaurs. That's it. I don't feel like people will ever get tired of dinosaurs because there's always new generations want to see dinosaurs. But also, and then also the second thing I said, how many? It's in Jurassic World. How many people can afford that? That is a Disney World type of situation. I said I feel like you don't have to create new dinosaurs. I was like the one where the advertisers was doing it. To me, that made the most sense because I was like, I can see advertisers saying, "All right, well, we want to create a dinosaur," but I was like, you don't have to create dinosaurs. I felt like there's never going to be a time where people are tired of seeing a Tyrannosaurus Rex or seeing a fucking.
So you don't think when they tear down a real city, like eat everybody?
That's not what happened.
It is.
They didn't tear down the whole city.
San Francisco, Oakland, or whatever the hell. They
didn't tear down the whole city. They tear down a few fucking blocks.
Collateral damage to you,
huh? No, I'm saying you said the whole city. You said the whole city, bro.
You terrible at the press conference.
I wonder if you got 8 by.
No. So you want to know something? You want to know something? I watch as much as you know how I say I watch The Wire every year, and I watch the Boondocks every year. I watch Jurassic's every year. So
I rewatch the Jurassic a lot.
Every year.
But let me tell you, as somebody who does watch the Jurassic a lot, I hope this is the last one. I really do.
I'm talking about you talking about movies. I'm talking about in real life, people are not going to be tired of dinosaurs.
But see, my thing is, but you're not.
We gonna always get movies, but everybody's not gonna be tired of dinosaurs.
No. I'm saying they're recent in the movie. So I'm not talking about the movie because I agree with Dick. They don't. I agree with Dick. We don't need another movie. But what I'm saying, when they said that in the movie, in the lore of the movie, that people are, and the reason why they're creating new dinosaurs, I don't agree with that statement. I feel like there's never going to be a situation. If dinosaurs got created today, we knew off the coast of Hawaii they had a Jurassic World. I feel like that part will never be. It would never.
Oh no! I mean, if the world we live in now, Jurassic World, if a nigga had dinosaurs on the island, it's gonna be that's
somebody ate like the Jurassic World.
No, I'm not. So what I'm saying is the interest in dinosaurs or the hatcher. If somebody gets, I can see them saying that's a hatcher. We got to shut it down. But saying that people are tired of dinosaurs, so we got to create new dinosaurs. That's why we got another island. I feel like that would never be a reality.
So, but to King's point, I think it will. And we were supposed to be happening, but I think it will because niggas is getting eaten in real life.
Exactly.
I think y'all understanding what I'm saying. All right, this is my island of dinosaurs, right?
Right.
Somebody gets eaten as a dinosaur on this island. You got to shut it down. What they said in the movie was, we have this island of dinosaurs. Outside of people getting eaten, people are not interested in dinosaurs. We need bigger dinosaurs. So let's make another island and create these dinosaurs. I feel like that will never be a scenario because nobody will ever be tired of these dinosaurs. The most case scenario, all right, that is a hazard. They're creating bigger and scarier dinosaurs.
Under new management, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, we shut down this business, new management, we got new wings.
And
they're
creating bigger and
To be fair, what it is.
I feel like that will never be a real life scenario.
I'm just saying, it's not the way he's saying it in a separate way than it is in the movie. So when you see it in the movie, it's marketed.
If you don't like dinosaurs like that, I enjoyed the movie because I like dinosaurs. And you like the dinosaurs. Yeah. So it's like I enjoyed it for that. If we're talking about was this a good movie or not?
Oh, I didn't say that. I was just saying.
No, I'm just saying in general because King was leaning on if you go see it. Do you like dinosaurs?
I mean, like I said, I enjoyed the first Jurassic Park. I really enjoyed 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah,
you should.
At the new world, the world I never cared for.
It's an ending for it all.
So it should be done. So you're saying it should be done.
Movie-wise, it definitely should be done.
Unfortunately,
I just didn't agree with that statement of why they created new dinosaurs. I feel like there's no reason
that
enough
money.
No, I mean, like you said, that would be advertisement. That's just greed. Because you can. It's like you making us tell me that is what I hate about Jurassic Park. Because white people is still doing shit.
Remember what they said? The only place where these people, where they are now, is along the equator, and even how people reacted to the boats. Yeah. It was like, nigga, ain't nobody stupid enough to go there. So that's why I'm like,
but that's why I think it's open-ended.
There's no more park or world.
I can let y'all know now, they're doing more.
They
already said it. They made enough money.
They made enough. That you said they gave it to the world, and they said nobody would be stupid enough because they only had dinosaurs around the equator. But because it made enough money, they are going to write somebody stupid enough to be like, we can do it.
They've already introduced that to
they're definitely.
I can see that
evolving in a sense.
They already announced that this world
so they're really making us know that we finished the guys we never saw before in our entire life.
Like a soft
going
reboot.
forward.
I did hear about
They
that.
about to make up some shit.
I mean, the main dinosaur is.
I'm with you, King. This should be an.
I agree.
If you're gonna start making up dinosaurs for another movie,
I'll make sure I'm clear with this. I agree.
No,
in movie wise,
I think
this
we all
shit
do
should
agree.
But
and a spinoff is different. I think maybe a spinoff, but I think for our beginning Jurassic Park, what is it, 94, 93?
Well, Isla Island is done, right?
That started this.
No, I'm saying in the world that they created, the Isla Island is done.
But no, I think that's what I'm saying. It world. Like Jurassic Park was done at 3.
I'm sure they're
right. Started world. So like world is Shippuden. Like world is Shippuden.
It's gonna be like Jurassic Situation or
it's world.
Jurassic City.
I think that's why they called it Rebirth. So that way, whatever their next thing is gonna be, they still want to keep Jurassic World.
It's gonna always be World. They moved from Park.
Yeah, because Park is the
Park was closed.
It's
Shippuden.
So, but I'm thinking they're using World for all.
Yeah, World's gonna be large.
That's your tagline, and that's why each of them got like a second title, like Dominion.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. On record, the movie guy. I'm telling you right now, I'm not asking for it, but if I see it, I'll be intrigued.
I'm not watching.
Because how you left it, whatever it is gonna be something wild.
Oh, I'm still gonna watch it.
Yeah,
I love Jurassic.
I'll also be intrigued, but I'm gonna let you know.
I'm gonna watch it. But they don't need to.
I'm not asking for it.
They don't. I'm not asking for it. They don't need to. They can end it.
If you made another RoboCop, I will watch it.
But I'm not sitting here today being like, man, we need another RoboCop.
Right.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
OG recommendation. Go to geeksetpodcast.com, man. Go to the shop, get you some merch. Like I said, we are.
I didn't realize this shit been going
Bare chest.
Real black power.
Yeah. Get you some merch, man. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/Geekset. We're going to be putting up some more content there. Join our Discord. Just a whole bunch of dope people talking dope shit. And then make sure you, man, subscribe. We'll hit our socials. Like I said, everybody is out putting content out now. So like I said, we're going crazy. So, you want more of these hot takes, more of this content, make sure you follow everybody. But as always, this is the only podcast that blends hip-hop culture and geek culture together. And we are out.
Peace.
The one thing that I absolutely love about the culture is that it's still embedded in Black culture.
White geeks still rock Dunks or Jordans, and they also talk about Batman versus Superman. Batman and versus Superman is literally Brown versus Jordan.
Dragon Ball Z, that like my whole trajectory in life changed. Don't nobody talk to me, my shit is on.
We just finna experience it. It look like it's gonna be real deep.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
The elevation from where King Vader started to now is crazy.
Black geek culture helped me through some of the highs in my life, through some of the lows in my life. It's always been there, sort of like an undercurrent to everything that I did.
There was no term for it. It was just, this is what I'm doing.
I love us in it. I love the fact that we take things and we always make it better.